with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Char that all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Char's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most things up across the board we charge toward because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fans chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Janet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Friday, 4th of October 2024. Do hope you're all doing very well indeed. Hope you're having a grand time. Aye, it's too fucking early for your fucking number. Chill up, nice try. Chill up trying to fucking get the bingo board number early on. That's way too fucking early, you fucking hodge, you calm that hammer, your son. Fucking saying hello and I'm getting fucking numbers thrown at me. Fucking crazy, anyway. It's like, yeah. We are here, today is Friday, hooray for that and all that jazz. Phil's awake and the stream's online and all is fine as long as he doesn't whine and all the rest of the bingo lyrics. But yeah, he's got a bunch of updates to talk about today apparently. He's got a bunch of updates, isn't that fucking fantastic? You know, isn't that just fucking fan-dabby fucking dozy? Phil had an interesting night last night. So the day stream saw the goal die again because he failed to hit it. But the night stream was shaping up to be like that as well, until a random mystery $200 donation came out of nowhere and saved things. So apparently there's something suspicious about this. I have not seen this yet, so I want to see it for myself.
And I believe that this right here...
No, it's not this, but it's just like just after this, but I think it is, you know, blah 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 blah.
To like the video.
Shut up. Let's go. Let's just make it go faster.
Videos. Can't hear guys.
Blah 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 blah. But it goes like full screen, I think. Oh, this is the thing as well. So apparently there's viewbots in his stream. Yeah, look at the number in there. 137,799 people were watching at that point in time. Yeah, if Phil had over 100,000 viewers at once, guys, wow, isn't he super popular? Everyone loves him again. Yeah, what the fuck? So yeah, Phil was getting viewbotted like crazy apparently. But somebody said something very interesting on Twitter because Phil tried to claim it was like, you know, oh, it's the detractors and it's duty and all that shit. But somebody had an interesting point which is actually quite accurate. And of course it's his poem, Josh. DSP's DDS, Duty Derangement Syndrome, is kicking in and he is implying that it's Duty or someone he knows viewbotting him. Philip, you've been getting viewbotting every single October to December since you streamed on Twitch. I can clarify that's actually true. Phil's been getting viewbotted around about this kind of time for several fucking years now. It's kind of strange how often it fucking happens, kind of like clockwork. But yeah, it's pretty fucking weird how it seems to be, you know, it's fucking something that happened even when he was still on Twitch. Around about this time of year, whatever, Phil's getting viewbots. Maybe he's got some sort of bizarre subscription to viewbots for a couple of months and forgot to, you know, that shit auto-renewed. I don't know. But it's kind of strange where Phil would try and enable, you know, let's think of it this way. The best time of year to have a lot of views and attention on your channels would be right before Christmas, because ad revenue, at least back then, was meant to be worth a lot more money. So in theory, if a content creator wanted to boost their views and try and get some improved metrics, then having a viewbot we can activate around that time would be beneficial to you in theory. Why would the detractors want to throw a bunch of viewbots at Phil Burnell. That does nothing for the detractors whatsoever. It does nothing for Phil whatsoever, apart from getting more views and attention, which is what he needs for his business to thrive. So I would put it to Phil that it's if it's not Phil himself doing it, it might be one of his own dentheads trying to improve the attention and the trying to get Phil streams, the algorithm and all that shit. That's because there is no real win here for detractors, Viewbot and Phil. Like, how do detractors win by Viewbot and Phil? Like, how does that work? Can anyone explain why Viewbot and Phil Burnell streams would be a victory for the detractors? What do the detractors gain from that? How does that hurt Phil in any possible fucking way? It doesn't. All it does is literally just, and give his streams more attention. And it would probably encourage other normal people to go along and see why is the stream more popular all of a sudden. And I don't even buy that logic supposedly by getting him in trouble with YouTube, but how's that is there's no evidence whatsoever though, like that it's tied with him or whatever, So like how could anyone prove or disprove otherwise? I think it doesn't make sense to me. YouTube's gonna fucking ban him for what? There's no fucking evidence whatsoever if Phil's on anything, but all I know is it's to his benefit, essentially. So, I don't know, it's just a weird one. So yeah, Phil's getting tons of fucking viewers, and he felt compelled to put something in his chat and tell his chat to ignore it.
I'll hit this comment. Here we go.
Please ignore the obvious troll, the attempt to troll me tonight with viewbots and troll in my chat. It's my detractors trying to get attention, so don't give him any.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Well, folks, guess what? I received an incredibly generous $200 tip. I'm not kidding. A $200 tip. Someone just tipped $200 and said, after a long, hard day at work, it's always nice to come home and relax and watch your content. So thank you so much for that. And a whopping $200 tip. So thank you, whoever that was. Now listen to me. Please understand, I'm very happy. Well, obviously, it's a little, suspect that at the same time that I get an incredibly generous contribution, we've got this stupid Viewbotting going, right? So please understand if I'm a little skeptical, all right? Plus, we had fake memberships as well earlier. That's what that was, that person. That was fake memberships. I looked it up. So, but thank you guys. And please read the pinned comment. And if you talk about, the trolling, just so you know, I'm going to ban you. Do not give these people attention. That is all that they want, all right? But this is a $200 tip. Thank you so much to the anonymous $200 tipper. Making it rain here tonight on DSP Gaming. Hitting the goals again. Hopefully we keep this up and keep that momentum going.
So yeah, this does definitely seem very sus to me. If you go to the very end of the stream, Phil only got $216 altogether combined. So without that $200 random tip, it would have been a $16 stream for Phil with tips and super chats combined. That is horrifically bad for him. And Phil always, remember, Phil always says that we have no idea whatever he makes. Because, Phil has hinted time and time again. He could be lying. He might be lying to you guys with the tips that comes in because you guys can't see the tips because it's only Phil that sees the tips. So, I'm going to say, okay, Phil, I'm going to assume you're lying. I don't believe you actually got a $200 tip. I think the goal did not get hit. I think you're full of shit. Because there's something very sus about the way he fucking reacted and behaved or whatever. Also, I guarantee you he's going to consider this stream a success, even though it was essentially down to one person and their generosity giving one big massive whale tip. And Phil had the audacity, this bitch actually had the audacity to have a go at COG the other day and say, well, look at the support COG got. It was just basically a small number of people wailing out, and it's like, are you fucking for real? Like, god damn, that was like the biggest fucking bra moment ever. Like, are you for real? Look who's fucking talking. Your stream would have fucking been only $16 with one big massive random whale, which probably doesn't even fucking exist because it's probably on your fucking head to try and make it seem like you're more popular than you actually fucking are. Speaking of which, thinking he's more popular than it actually is, there is a little before we watch this compilation that Mighty D put together of DSP spamming Kino Casino's chat like a crazy stalker ex-girlfriend. Before we watch that, a couple of things to bring up. First of all, Takozilla made this, and I missed it yesterday. So yeah, one of the pictures, one of the little pause pictures I had, he turned it into this. And I guess I kind of ties in well with all the B-Day talk that Phil had yesterday. He was like, I know a good B-Day, I don't want some cheap fucking B-Day. No, you have to clean it, whatever, you know. Aye, fucking Phil's. That's his kind of fucking content right there. Phil seems to know a whole lot about fucking B-Days. Very strange. But there you go, Darkazal made that artwork, and I'd show off today since I missed it last night. Also, Fronny the Tractor has decided to kind of take over the reins. Basically, they're now carrying the torch when it comes to tracking tips, because Piece of Peace is not really seemingly tracking tips anymore ever since the 17th they stopped doing it. 17th September. So Fronny has decided, you know what, I think I might start tracking tips. So that's what they've been doing since essentially they're basically picking up where Peace has left off. You got a beg counts, you know, you got streams, you know, you got other things as well going or whatever. And it's a work in progress, as I said, you know. But it's not a tip tracker, really, it's a beg tracker, really. I mean, that's what it is. Primarily, more than anything else, it's a beg tracker. And would you believe that one of the streams, the end of September, there's a stream that had 228 begs. 112 begs total between podcast and Dairy Act. 116 begs for RE1 late. That's for the day. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, trying to tractor his own beg tracker. Also, Phil was doing his best to get noticed by Kino Casino, but they seem to be ignoring him. And as pointed out here, DSP has actually gifted Kino 6 subs so far. How high was it, I wonder? The more Kino ignore him, because they're actually ignoring him in chat, and the more they push him away, the more money he will try to buy them with. Notice me, Kino. Phil Burnell will not even fucking spend $1 on his own audience. He won't fucking spend money to fucking gift his own audience subs, but he is going to fucking go to Kino Casino streams and gift their audience subs to try and get fucking attention from them. Jesus Christ, man, the desperation levels are off the charts. Oh god, his music's still going. Anyway, you want to see how desperate Phil was? This is a video compilation Mighty D put together of DSP spamming Kino's chat like he's fucking Derek.
I may eventually lie to help. We're owed one gay op.
Oh.
Farm, it's too late to get him out.
No. See, this is where you're wrong. There's always a way to kill a bandit. Owed one gay op.
One gay op. It's called one gay op.
One op to kill all ops.
It's a good one.
Mother of all ops.
Just to remind everyone, this is essentially all the messages that Phil spammed in Kino's chat in a 6-hour period. And he started off basically the night basically saying I can't stay long. 6 hours later, and hundreds of messages.
The op to end all ops.
I don't know, I'm not involved in any op or anything like that, but
All you have to do
You are now.
You don't know that we're talking.
yeah.
All the op is that me and Crowd are going to pretend we never speak. That is the op.
Hold on, what was that?
That is the
Hey, for the viewers here, I can't use Streamlabs and Elements to do stuff because I'm banned from both because of my trolls. It sucks, but yeah, I can't do stuff normal people are allowed to do because of them. Womp womp. What was that message right there? Sorry guys, I can call in. My wife is asleep but I'm wired. I drank coffee too late. LOL. Nah, I can't. Oh, wish. I wish I could. LOL. 5M. I have no idea what's going on. Jesus Christ, Phil, how drunk are you? What the hell is this? Maybe they knew who they were and didn't like them, and LMPIS. Pizzed. I. Shit. LOL. Why is Phil talking like Jade all of a sudden? I did DSP tries it for the longest time because I made bank doing it. When I made like 3k views on it, I gave it up. Why are they doing this for 900 views? Well, see, it basically just fucking sums up why Phil does anything, because he made fucking bank. It wasn't because I cared about fucking content or cared about fucking making meaningful content. Basically, if it made him fucking tons of shit, fucking money, he would do it. This is why Phil's content back in the day was literally just anything. I'm going to open a game. I'm going to unbox a game. I'm going to fucking eat a burger. I'm going to fucking make a separate video for my review of the game. I'm going to, film myself traveling to my GameStop to get his game. Any video he made, he was getting a lot of attention on, and he was under a ridiculous contract, and so he milked that contract for all it was worth. All it cost him, really. At the cost of making a shit ton of fucking money, all it cost him was killing his channel by fucking flooding it with fucking videos, like 30 videos, 40 videos, 50 videos per day. That's all it cost him.
How? Meet Donga Rolling Wheel of the Disabled Tribe. Donga hunts shiny rock in magic firebox. Donga not do gay op. Donga lack comprehension skill to use Discord. Donga have
Whoa. Interesting couple of typos here. Narration for the blind or poor. Have they ever been somewhere people are actually there? Lol to Duty OST brain cell. Ha. Let's get some subs for that shit. For every 50 subs I will gift 1 sub. I will do it, I swear. Oh, the subs $5, mine are only 4, sad face. No, I mean my subs on YouTube are only for 4. Typo, we get it. I guess a price low, lol. Yep, they do.
that show.
Twitch is the worst. They take the most. Guys, let's get the fucking 50 subs, and I'll give another, and it'll probably go to Percocet Ralph or some shit, lol. Oh, I wasn't paying, I want paying attention to the vidal.
Dead air. I say, whoa, Kimosabi. Dead air. I say, whoa, Kimosabi.
Oh, hello, is this the end of his spamming of a chat?
Don't worry. I'll get to the mentions of the streamers, Triple P and Andy. I have made a special page for that. So let's get to that page real quick here. And this is all the times that Triple P and Andy talked about DSP on their stream.
Send smoke signal. Donga need to restructure contract. Donga
What?
now
That
want fate
can't
with
be
Sweden
right.
Tribe. 111 and 0. Dead air. I say, whoa, Kimosabi. Dead air.
That's a lot of lols.
I say, whoa.
When there's scandals or there's bullshit, like the truth will set you free. And there's people have trouble going all the way with the truth, and they'll cope in certain ways. Like Phil with WWE Champions. Let's be real, he still has that account. We all know he still has that account.
I don't fuck.
I don't really care, but he refuses to let the truth set him free about WWE Champions. And I just wish he would just admit, no, I didn't sell the account, because there's no proof he sold it. And I wish he would just be like, yes, I did spend all that money. The truth will set me free. But he has trouble doing that. It's hard. It's hard to tell the truth sometimes.
I guess the King streak is not going to really keep going at this point. Likely it'll happen when there's new games and stuff, but I guess the hype, here's what it isn't true. The hype was real at the beginning of August when I was on Kino Casino and I was doing all this special stuff, the Rich co-op and all of that, but now it's all died down and I'm just doing my own thing again, right? I am having some fun interviews and things, but it's not all the time. So I think sadly the hype's died. I think when the Kino Casino guys come back, if and when they want to do something else, the hype will pick up again. But what can you do?
Now wait a minute, Matt!
No, yeah, that's it.
He had something that he wanted to do on YouTube. He wasn't being successful at it, so he decided to give up on it, throw it away, and now do something that everyone else does and whore out other people for money. He jumps on the biggest trends, the biggest drama. He'll make you comment about the biggest story just for his own personal benefit and attention. He doesn't care who he hurts. He doesn't care at what expense, just like Keemstar. He's just as bad as Keemstar. The only difference is he's nowhere near as fucking popular as Keemstar.
A very robust video put together by Mighty D there. So yeah, that was a good little video. That was a good watch, and yeah, Phil's a crazy bastard trying to get Keen's attention. I'll be like, notice me senpai Kino, guys. Whatever. Is he still not live yet? Oh balls. He is still not live yet. But yeah, he's desperate. He's desperate for our attention. He is desperate to get some notoriety from Kino, because apparently they've been kind of ignoring him for the most part, apart from the part where he said we don't fucking believe that Phil stopped playing that game on that account. And yeah, I wonder how Kino feel that their good friend is just blatantly lying to them. You know, like good friend Phil Burnell. You know, is not just wanting to be honest and truthful about something as daft as just a fucking video game, yeah, mobile game. But there you fucking go. So yeah. Phil is just, that's just fucking Phil being Phil for you. Oh look, he's starting. I guess we should fucking get a bingo going then. Guys, give me a number please. A random number please in the chat. First number in chat I see will be what you today's bingo card. I'll just pause it right there as well. And the first number in chat I saw was from Penitent Sin, who said 77. So yeah, they were the first number in chat. They beat everyone else to the punch. Unlucky Q-Lump, it was not to be for you. Q-Lump trying to be super early, you know, but I guess they were too early, and I think they fell asleep or something. Oh no. Yeah, Q-Lump, and no, it wasn't when I asked it though. I asked it. It's the first number when I asked for it, not when you fucking feel like saying it immediately from the get-go. When I fucking say hello to everyone at the start. So, oh goodness me, it's a nice try though. I applaud your efforts, but nah, you don't get it. Good try though. But Pedersen was first. Who said 77? So we're going to randomise the bingo background image, and we will enter the number 77 in here, and that will be the bingo card we have for today's show. This is the bingo card we have. Fantastic stuff. Hopefully it will produce a full house for us, and if it doesn't, then we can always blame Penitent Sin for it. So here we go. This is today's bingo card. We need Phil to say life, engagement, him laughing, him touching his face, and him being all siege mode. And what is siege mode, you might ask? Siege mode is when he folds and crosses his arms when he's talking to the camera. The second row is Phil chewing some water, him saying fun. Addition, him getting at least $150+ in super chats and tips combined, basically hitting his goal before he starts recording the gameplay, and him saying something style, like RPG style, or you know, Gangnam style, any, you know, what kind of thing, you know, he always likes to say something style, you know, RPG style and that crap. The third row is Phil saying sound good, his voice cracking, him saying king, his chair creaking, and him giving some regular old-fashioned leaning manual ban. The fourth row is Phil saying what the fuck are you talking about, or what are you talking about is also acceptable, him saying million, interesting number, day off, him giving a good old player hands, and him giving a good old turbo nose where he goes no. The fifth and final row is Phil saying business, him smacking his lips, him making that annoying T sound. Him messing about with his phone, and finally him saying the word meaningful. So there we go. That is the bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you once again, Penitent Sin, for helping us pick the cards. Let me actually, before I forget anything else, let me just make sure we're at 1080p. We're at 1.5 speed. Just make sure I do that now before I forget, because I do sometimes forget. Cool. So that's the bingo card we have for today. Now, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. If Phil burps, begs, or says basically 10 times before he starts recording for his shitty gameplay, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes before we start recording for bingo, sorry, before Phil starts recording for gameplay, not only will that give us a free space, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation, which is made by the supremely talented Pigs Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in direct control of other ways we can get a free space. The rest are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as I'm begging like a bitch and saying basically all the time. Because to Broside Phil, yeah, because I'm going to live redirect guys to Broside Phil stream. He is starting the stream in about 35 minutes time. So I assume he'll be behind us essentially, you know, if he's covering the podcast stuff. So yeah. But when we're done, and if Broside Phil is still live, then we'll go, live redirect to Broside Phil stream. So there we go. Also, the aim of the game as well is for us to try and get a full house on this bingo card, 25 out of 25 on the bingo board. If we manage to get all 25 squares filled in, that will give us a $10 to add to the bingo prize fund. So there we go. And also, the bingo prize fund in general is basically the more the streams are supported, the bigger the prize fund we'll get. So yeah, I've added $4 more to bingo prize fund because that's another 25% from the total of YouTube money I've got so far for the month of October, if that makes sense. Cool stuff indeed. So yeah, also, and there's one more thing, we're going to have marbles today. Today's Friday, after bingo, win or lose, we have some marbles and we try and complete some of these really challenging courses, you know, these fucking 99% fail courses, you know what I mean? And if we manage to complete those courses, those will also add $10 to the bingo prize fund, so good stuff indeed. I think I've covered all the bases. The only thing we have to do is really just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Hello there.
Can we get something better than that?
And she's a big fucking bitch.
That'll do. Also, I've got one more thing added as a soundboard, by the way, and it was recommended to me by Taco's. Recommended this because he was watching Breaking Bad, and it's a perfect clip for fucking DSP content.
Cyber begging. That's all that is. Just rattling a little tin cup to the entire world.
I mean, that just fits too goddamn well, doesn't it? Anyway, good luck, everybody. Hit time bingo.
What is up, everybody? On today's show, we've got a whole bunch of updates, including updates on Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, my merch store, and the biggest update of all, my schedule this week is changing because Silent Hill 2 Remake is available early, and I had to jump on that opportunity when I learned about it. Plus, we're going to have some fun gaming news and a chill atmosphere. It's going to be a good, laid-back, and informative, positive show. On today's episode of the Level 1...
No, hold on a second.
Burger.
You made that 90 sound very positive, and you pointed at a camera, kind of. Is that on the card? The camera point is not on the bingo card, is it? Nah, it's not, damn it. I thought it was.
Podcast.
And then we can fast forward intro.
Alrighty, everyone. How is everyone this lovely Friday? It is October 4th, 2024. I'm Darkside Phil, the King. And I'm here for another full and fun day of gaming, plus an awesome podcast, of course. I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that your weekends are starting off with a good start, like mine is. Because we got some great, positive, interesting updates to talk about today. You know, my schedule now updating as a result of a really positive update of Silent Hill 2. Also, today is the actual first autumn rainstorm that we've had. It is beautiful outside, and what I mean by that, it's dreary and raining, but that's streamer weather, because it means that this room will be nice and cool.
You depressing bastard. Imagine being fucking cheerful as all hell because of a fucking miserable day and it's fucking pitching down. Imagine having your fucking soul filled with joy because you fucking hate seeing the sunlight because you're some sort of fucking hermit vampire. There's nothing wrong with also a fucking good shower, you know what I mean, in terms of the rain or whatever. But, what the hell, man? He's all fucking happy as all hell.
Burger.
I mean, Jesus, man. It's streamer weather. No, it's hermit weather. I mean, why does it even affect you, Phil? You're fucking cooked indoors 6 days of the goddamn week.
I have the window cracked open. I've got cool air blowing in. You can actually see the lighting in my setup nicely. This is 2 thumbs up, good stuff for me. And I'm excited for today, actually. I'm really excited, really good mood, energized for the day, raring to go, okay? And so, I feel like what we should do is start with a couple of the positive updates regarding my schedule and the like. So let's jump right in, shall we? Okay, so the first topic to talk about today will be my merchandise store. All right, I have an update for everyone regarding the merchandise store. I'd like to just bring it up because we haven't talked about it in a bit. You know, I don't want to talk about it every day and then have it shoved down everybody's throat and then everyone's tired of hearing about me gab about it. But every once in a while, I feel like I should talk about it because I have updates, okay? And I do have some updates for you guys. So, FYI, within the first 2 days of this store being live, and it launched, you know, last weekend, earlier in the week, it had over 30 items sold within 2 days. I haven't even asked for an updated tally yet to see who else might have bought stuff over the course of the week. But FYI, it's doing pretty good. All right, you can access it here at darksidephil.shop. And just a quick reminder,
Give me your money.
Free global shipping on all orders over $40. So if you buy 1 or 2 items, right, you may make that threshold depending on what you buy, and then there's no fee for shipping. But if you do buy like a onesie off and it's under 40, then you will have to pay shipping on that, okay? Now, people have been asking me a few questions about the shop that I would like to answer for you all today because, you know, it is my merch that's being sold. For the record, I can't believe I have to be transparent about this, okay? I don't own the company, okay? I didn't personally finance a startup company to make me merch. I have to make this clear because some people are so silly and they try to accuse me of things. I don't run the company, okay? All I'm doing is they are a processor for me. They are creating the products, they are processing orders, and they're mailing them out worldwide, and they get a cut of those profits. But I'm not making the shirts. I don't have them here. I don't have any information about you guys if you order there. I don't do any of it, okay? All that happens is I provide the designs, I give recommendations on products, I approve the final products, and then they sell them for me, okay? Now, FYI, here's what's going on. A lot of people have ordered in the last week, and they started hitting me up with questions. They're like, Phil, when's my order going to ship? And Phil, what's going on with this? And I don't know, okay? I don't run the shop. So, FYI, I have some.
You think that would be an interesting question to have asked the fucking people in charge of your fucking shop to fucking relay to your audience? Like, you honestly, this is a normal question, and Phil must have been expecting these fucking questions, and why the hell would he not know? Why would he not think to himself, I wonder how quickly these guys can ship things out to people when they buy something? If I was like, I don't know. Because he doesn't care about his audience and their fucking needs or whatever and their fucking wants, because he only cares about fucking lining his fucking pockets.
DSP 316 tipped £1. Thou shalt not talk about my big beefy bitch wife and her potato eating addiction, or you shall not enter the DSP chat.
I mean, I think I'll just fucking accept my fate and not be allowed in the fucking chat then. You know, but thank you very much, DSP 316. If cats ate one too many mashed potato, give me a hell yeah, hell fucking yeah.
Order gonna ship. And Phil, what's going on with this? I don't know. Okay, I don't run the shop. So, FYI, I have some updates on that. Okay, basically, I did speak with the company overnight because I wanted to get you guys some answers, and I have some answers. So here it is, straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. So here we go. I'm gonna read it.
Speaking of cat,
word for word from the response that I got. Here you go, guys. So, if you purchase something from my merchandise shop, customers should receive information when they place an order. Initially, you'll get a confirmation. Then you should be notified when it leaves and is on its way. So, i.e., when it ships, you should get another notification. And then it should also have tracking info included with that shipment notification. And then when it arrives, you should get a delivery confirmation. Those 3 steps: order placement, shipment information plus tracking info, and then delivery confirmation. Okay. Should you have any viewers, fans, or customers that are reaching out to you, all right, tell them to go to this email address, info@darksidephil.shop. Okay, so if you have any questions about an order you've placed, go to info@darksidephil.shop. Obviously, include your order information. They're going to need that to access and give you a response on what's going on with your order. Okay. And there you go. Now, FYI, in regards to, me and what's going on with me, so they had sent me 2 mugs, 2 level 1 podcast mugs that I'm going to be showing off on stream. In fact, here they are. These 2 mugs. So basically, one of each of these mugs was processed and they're being sent to me, so I can show you guys what the mugs are like. I've already showed you several of the shirts that they sent me, but I haven't shown you any mugs yet. Okay, those are supposed to arrive today. So once those arrive here, I'll show you what they are, on streams. In fact, I'm going to probably use them to drink rather than me picking up this giant bottle constantly. I'll probably just fill the mug and sip from the mug and then refill and sip from the mug, and that way you'll see the mug on stream and get an idea.
Thank God it demonstrates what it's fucking like to sip from a mug. I mean, I would never have known what sipping from a goddamn mug was like unless fucking Phil enacted it for us.
Bottle constantly. I'll probably just fill the mug and sip from the mug and then refill and sip from the mug, and that way you'll see the mug on stream and get an idea, what it is for, versatility, right? So there you go. So when those arrive, I'll show you. Outside of that, what they're supposed to do is give me like a final week tally this weekend sometime. They're going to tally up my week's orders, tell me, how many there were and what I basically made on them. All right. So FYI, like I've already told you guys, I'm going to make a good amount of profits on the sales from the shop. It's not.
That's the main thing. Never mind having like a meaningful shop where your fans can get all the fucking DSP merch they've ever fucking dreamed of. No. The primary fucking purpose of the shop is for Phil to fucking make bank. Who cares about the quality of product? Who cares about the fucking design of fucking products or whatever? As long as his dent heads just fucking buy as much shit as fucking possible and line in Phil's pockets. That's the #1 primary aim. FYI, give me your fucking money.
Not like back when I was with Teespring and I made like $1 or $2 per sale. I actually make a good chunk out of this stuff. So that's good. I mean, it's going to help me. As opposed to previously when I had merch, it was just fan service, right? Like I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. Well, every once in a while we'll toss stuff up there or I'll look into it. But this stuff might actually help the business. And I've already been in talks with them about possibly adding new designs and other things based on your feedback. Already I've given them your feedback, guys. For example,
So hold on. But outside Phil says, I feel like I'd make a bit of money with a mug saying Phil didn't lift today, did you? I mean, it could be like a motivational thing for sure, you know what I mean? Like don't be a Phil or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, there's probably a whole bunch of potential good ideas there to use. As long as you don't follow Phil or using somebody like this or whatever.
You said you wanted to look into hats. You wanted to look into like stickers, stuff like that. You wanted bigger sizes, right? That was one of the big feedback is that could you get bigger than
I mean, Cat needs bigger sizes, let's be honest. There's no way her ass is fucking fit into a 2XL. Come on now.
2XL. So I've given them some of your feedback, and they've already said, okay, thanks, we'll look into this kind of stuff and go from there. So now what I need to do is I need to think on my end, like what kind of other products, not products, but designs, would you guys like to see? And I'd like your feedback. Now the shop's been out almost a week. People seem to like it. Products are in process right now. But I need to know what other kinds of logos and things you'd be interested in. Some people have already said Jasper Kitty, but I don't have anything with Jasper Kitty right now. Like I would have to maybe take like a high quality picture of him in order to have one to create like a logo or have someone create a logo based on him or something like that. But outside of that, the other idea that someone said was a picture of me. Oh, geez. Picture of me holding the final poker chip from the Review Tech React that we did back in August, right? And I think that would be cool. There is a picture of me out there going like this with the crown on, so I look like a king posing with the chip, but no one's really made like a logo or a cartoon or anything out of that a logo could be made.
If only you could ask someone to fucking make something for you and you fucking pay them for their efforts. You know? You're waiting for somebody to do it fucking of their own volition for free with your massive hints and no one's fucking done it yet because they just don't want to fucking do a lot of work for fucking nothing, Phil. You want someone's fucking talents to use for your own personal profit, you fucking pay a motherfucker for that shit. Yeah, greedy bitch.
So, those are some ideas. And, I'll let you know, FYI, when we work on more stuff, because, you know, actually, this company has already said, yeah, hey, make more designs, because, you know, especially with the holidays coming up, people are going to want variety of product, and the more the better. It doesn't cost them anything to list the designs, you see? So, burger. Just a good and positive update regarding that. Can't wait to show you guys the mugs. Burger. And let you know how everything is going once the first week sales are up and we go from there. But please, give it a look, darksidephil.shop. And thanks to those who already have placed orders. I really appreciate you guys supporting me. Burger. All right, we have some shout-outs to do right out of the gates. Let's do some shout-outs for contributions to get the ball rolling. Because, by the way, last night...
Oh, my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat. It says, Jasper merch. I need blood work. I mean, yeah, we're fucking... This picture of... I don't know, picture of Jasper next to a fucking blood bank or something, I don't know. Just feels like it's like Phil at a crossroads, you know? You got Jasper there desperately needing blood work, and on one road, on another road you got a big fancy new shiny joystick, you know, for Street Fighter. You know, and Phil, you know, Phil's like, what do I do? What's video? It's not even a fucking dilemma for Phil. He's going down that fucking joystick road every single fucking time. Get fuck Jasper, you're no longer... Your usefulness to Phil Burnell has expired. You got him $2,000 in one fucking night, one time, but that is fucking long gone. That ship has sailed. And your worth to Phil Burnell has now... is dried up, essentially. Unless you start fucking learning to, you know, be cuter on camera for your fucking dent heads to fucking make artwork of.
All right, we have some shout-outs to do right out of the gates. Let's do some shout-outs for contributions to get the ball rolling. Because, by the way, last night, on the late stream of Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered, we hit
Give me your money, give me your money.
And that means that if we hit it again today, the streak resumes. If you guys could bear with me for a second, we've got a stink bug on my screen. Gotta get rid of it.
Cyber begging. That's all that is. Just rattling a little tin cup to the entire world.
Stink bugs are these weird-looking bugs. I don't mind them, but the problem is with the stink bug. If they get inside your house, they can let off this pheromone that attracts other bugs. There was this one time that a stink bug came inside my window. They crawled through a crack in the side of my screen, and they were up there, and I killed it because I wanted to get rid of it. And then a million bugs started like flocking to my window.
Interesting fucking number, that. 1 million bugs.
Burger.
Really, 1 million bugs. Ain't that an interesting some bitch number?
Jesus.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The boss being right.
It'll never not be fucking funny. You know what the kind of funny thing is, like, most of all? Like, I imagine, like, Steve, like, fucking loves it when that gets played as well, but he doesn't always turn here. He's probably going to turn like 5 to... I can imagine Steve popping in chat in like 5-10 minutes time. Going, did I miss it? Ah, you fucking did, Steve. Unlucky pal. But yeah, he loves seeing that, but he wasn't here for this time, so unlucky Steve. Poor Steve. But yeah, aye, there you go. Phil said million is on the card, so there we go. All criteria is met. We played the thing. Million was ticked off. Good start.
I was like, oh lord. So now whenever I see a stink bug, I don't kill them anymore. I trap them in like a little Tupperware thing, and I throw them back outside. But this one was just on the screen. I said, flick, and I got him away. Hopefully he doesn't come back. So anyway, what was I saying? I got so distracted. Oh, shout-outs. Let's do some shout-outs, because last night we did hit the King's Coffers goal on the late stream, which means if we hit it on today's stream here, we will actually continue the King streak. It'll come back. All right, so let's see what happens. Shout-outs. First of all, Perry the White, gifting 5 memberships to the community, and I appreciate that. A nice early on gift. I'm sure people will will enjoy that. Thank you, Perry, for supporting the channel. Really appreciate the community support there. And Pausen re-upping their membership for 32 months in a row, reaching almost the 3-year mark when they will get a new crown, right? I think the 3-year mark is the diamond crown, if I'm not mistaken. So good stuff there. Okay, when it comes to tips, we have some tips here today. Let's take a look, see what we got.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
All right, all I'm going to say is someone took the buck, and they're talking about COG. I'm not going to waste time on this today. I already talked about the guy over the past week. The guy's gotten way than more than enough attention in my content. I have nothing else to say on the matter besides the guy is an obsessed, clingy person desperate for money, which is why he's going to bring me up every single moment he can because my detractors are dumb and keep paying him money to do so. Again, it's exactly what happened with side-scrollers last year. The only reason he gets any attention is because he's talking about me, and my detractors are unhinged, crazy people who will pay people just to mention me in a negative light. So enjoy your 3-ring circus of life over there with my detractors. I hope you have a good time, and maybe they'll take you out to dinner and, you know, stroke your cock or something for you. But I have nothing to do with that, all right? All right, so thanks for the first $1 tip. And I received a $5 tip. Hold on, because I want to see. Here. It's from Perry the White. It's a $5 tip, and he says, "Good morning, King. I'm looking forward to the podcast today. Here's my contribution to the coffers. Your humble servant, Perry the White." Well, thank you so much, Perry. I appreciate that. Let's get some animation play. Oh, it did. I'm telling you, this website keeps having issues every day. I gotta refresh it because if I don't, like, the animation doesn't play on the page, so I can't tell that it even played on the stream. All right, so thank you, Perry, for the first animation of the day. We got Count Filula. Count Filula. There we go. Burger. Thank you so much for getting that momentum going. So up to $6 in tips so far today, and $6 into the King's coffers. Remember, the goal includes super chats, super stickers, and tips. So all of your contributions will be counted in the King's coffers goal. Let's get it to 150 today and get that momentum back. We actually had it last night. Let's keep rolling with it, okay? And by the way, we have around 300 viewers right now and climbing. Let's get some likes on the stream.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Twilight Meter Court for the super chat, who says Phil is issuing salt-covered teaspoons. There you go. Wasn't sure how to fucking press, you know, like the fucking T button or the fucking spoon button there, because you fucking said both of them was like that. I was like, which button did I fucking press? I just fucking went for the spoon one, but the T one's all good as well.
T.
And plus, a teaspoon is actually a thing. It's just a smaller fucking spoon. So there you go. Teaspoons are a thing.
Okay. And by the way, we have around 300 viewers right now and climbing. Let's get some likes on the stream. Looks like we got about 30 or so. Let's get that up to 50 likes. If you're here and you're enjoying the podcast and the chill vibes here on the stream, please give it a like. Helps tons for engagement, brings more people to the channel, and allows this channel to be found in YouTube search. So please do so, and thank you to those who do. Okay, let's get someone to super chat so we can get a top super chatter on the leaderboard.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
All right. So first topic done. Let's move on to my second topic for today, which is going to be the Silent Hill 2 remake, and my schedule now changing as a result. Then after that, I want to talk a little bit about the Dead Rising Deluxe remaster, because some people...
Let me fucking save you guys some time. Phil is now fucking playing Silent Hill 2, this new game, on Sunday, and he's bumping his React stuff to the Monday instead, which is normally not a big fucking deal, but who fucking cares?
Seem to have mixed opinions about it, and I want to share my opinions on that. And then I have a couple of gaming news stories to cover for today. Okay, so big update, everyone, in regards to Silent Hill 2 remake, which is coming out officially on October 8th, correct? Which is Tuesday. So officially it comes out October 8th.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to XGS Super Chat. It says, big ups, Jad. No matter how much worse life gets, at least I'm not Philip. Boo this man.
Boo this man!
Thank you very much. And I've always said, like, you know, like, Phil's, like, we all have sometimes we all go through some things in life, whatever, but I wouldn't, if I had Phil's life, I would generally be fucking miserable. He must be fucking, there's no way he's actually happy with his fucking life. I would not wish that on my worst fucking enemy. The only thing, there's only one thing to envy with Phil's actual life, and it's the fact that he gets fucking thrown ridiculous amounts of fucking money. Right? But then again, what does he do with that fucking money? Absolute fuck all. Has he managed to go on his fucking dream honeymoon? No. Does he fucking get to go on a dream vacation? No. Does he fucking get to fucking do anything worthwhile? Whatever. Does he get his unforgettable experiences with friends and family? No. It's just, it's like all these things that, you know, most people would, like, and what does Phil do with the money? He just pisses it away in DoorDash and fucking alcohol and WWE champions and everything else. Like, what the hell, man? Like, it's insane. It really is. But that's just, this is why, I mean, I would not want that. I see my life and I see Phil's life, and I'd rather have my life. You know what I'm doing tomorrow, guys? You know what I'm doing? There's no bingo tomorrow because it's Saturday. I'm catching up with my pals, my lifelong friends, and we're celebrating. Well, it's a wee stag do, you know, it's like a wee stag do. So yeah, basically we're going to be celebrating, you know, catching up together, having a few drinks, you know, and enjoying a little stag do. That's how I'm spending my Saturday, having a meaningful time with my fucking lifelong friends. What's Phil fucking doing with his friends? Oh, that's right. He has no fucking friends.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
On October 8th, correct? Which is Tuesday. So officially it comes out October 8th. Depending on where you live, you could probably access it the night before, like October 7th at like 9 p.m. Pacific time. You can get it, or midnight Eastern time. And this is when I thought I was going to play it. All right? But then yesterday, someone had mentioned on my stream, they said, are you aware that you can play it early? And I was like, no. And they're like, yeah, they're doing this deal where if you get the deluxe edition, you can play it early. I said, all right, well, let me look into it. All right? So last night, I had completely forgotten about this all day. And I'm, you know, finishing up work for the day, and I'm laying in bed, right? Look, this always happens to me. So my wife, if she's working, okay, she has to work early. So she gets tired and she falls asleep earlier than me. So I end up staying up like an hour or two after she goes to sleep. Who fucking cares? Sometimes it's watching videos or a movie. Sometimes it's doing a lot of work, you know. It all depends. Looking for news stories for the next day, contacting people about interviews. You know, it's just the only time of the day I have free to do this stuff. So it just so happens I'm thinking about my week. And I was like, oh yeah, someone had mentioned that you could get this game early, and I wonder if it's true. So I looked into it, and yeah, it's true. If you pay $10 extra, so instead of $69.99, if you spend $10, you get play $79.99. All right, you can play the game 2 days early. It actually will unlock for you on Sunday, October 6th. Okay, so looking into this, I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, it's one of these strategies they use to try to make extra money because they know this is one of the hottest releases of the year at this point. Like the reviews from Famitsu and other places are coming out, and the reviews are great, and people love Silent Hill, and we haven't had a new Silent Hill in ages. So this is like the talk of the town. It's coming out in October when everyone wants to play a horror game. This is just a really big release at this point. And of course, I know for you guys, it's one of the biggest games of the year for me. You guys have expressed that to me, that this is, you love my horror playthroughs. You're dying to see me play this game, right? So I thought about it. I was like, you know what? All right, I think I'll do it because I'm already going to get it. If it's only $10 extra, if it means being able to play it a couple days early, and maybe we could get through it on the earlier side so we can focus on the other games of the month, it doesn't get caught up in the other stuff I'm doing, then I think I'm going to do it. I think it makes sense. So I went to do it, and first of all, I had issues because now everything is done through a million different things. Like, can you do it through the website? Technically, yes, but you know, you're on your phone. Oh, they have a Steam mobile app. So I got to do it through the Steam.
Oh, you do it for your phone, eh?
Burger.
Phone stuff.
Mobile app. It's giving me problems. Like I'm trying to log in and verify, and it won't work. I'm like, what the hell is this? So anyway, to make a long story short, after like a wasted 25 minutes of getting everything working so I could log into Steam on my phone, I got it. I got the deluxe edition. But now
He spent 25 minutes trying to log in on his fucking phone rather than just fucking roll his fucking lazy arse out of bed and just fucking do it on his computer. What the hell, man?
confused. All right? Now I'm really confused. And the reason that I'm confused is I can't download the game on Steam yet. But I'm seeing people on X say they have already downloaded the game. And I'm like, why? So I was paranoid. I was like, did I get the wrong version? So I actually went and double checked. No, I bought the digital deluxe version. It was $79.99 plus tax. But for some reason, I can't pre-download the game. And it's weird because if it comes out on Sunday and it's Friday, why can't I pre-download it? Right? So I'm confused about that. I don't know if anyone else is passing it on Steam. Can you pre-download Silent Hill 2? Because I can't. There's no option to do so. When I open up my Steam here, it says Silent Hill 2 is already in your Steam library. So it's confirmed. Then I go to my library and it's sitting right there, but there's no download button. There's no, or I guess it's install, right? There's no install button. But people are literally on X posting up screens. Oh, I downloaded it and installed it.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! So I don't get it. I'm confused. I hope that it's working. I hope I don't get screwed somehow because I really want to play this game on Sunday. Now, as long as everything goes fine and I'm playing it on Sunday, which I think it's going to clear itself up and I should be able to play it on Sunday. I can't imagine they're going to try to like rip me off. That'd be pretty stupid, right? So here's the deal. This is going to change my schedule for the whole week. All right. Normally on Sunday is my React day, where I do my DSP versus the Internet clip show on DSP Reacts, my partner channel, and then I do Retro React, a late night stream where I react to my classic playthroughs from yesteryear over on my DSP Throwback channel. And it just so happens that this week I'm starting Silent Hill 1 as my Retro React. Yeah, I'm actually reacting to the original Silent Hill playthrough that I did in 2012. Okay. So how cool is that? I'll be playing Silent Hill 2 Remake and reacting to Silent Hill 1. That's cool. It's gonna be a really cool horror atmosphere, right? But since this is now coming out on Sunday, I'm going to play this on Sunday. All right? So FYI, this changes the schedule. The React content will now be bumped to Monday. So if you're someone who likes the React shows, attends them and supports them, if you're someone who is a member over on my DSP React channel and you post up your clips for that show, FYI, it's going to be one day later than usual because all day long on Sunday, I'm going to be playing Silent Hill 2. So now let's go through the schedule for the rest of the week so this makes sense to you. So today...
I have lost count of the amount of times he said FYI, but it's way too fucking many.
Today's schedule is the podcast, Metaphor ReFantazio demo, where we're going to get as far as we can. I don't know if we're going to beat the demo today, but that's the main streams. And then on late night stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, Friday Night Fights, the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, where I'm going to be playing all the classic Versus games again for the first time in over a week, because I was focusing on Street Fighter 6 and the Terry Bogard release. Okay, so excited for that. Tomorrow, we're going to go back to Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster on the first gameplay stream. And then tomorrow night will be WWE Champions, the first weekend event of the Zombies Toxic Rumble. Okay, usually what happens is there's new loot, there's new tours, there's new stuff going on. And so I'm excited for that, and I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow night. That should be good. Sunday now will be Silent Hill 2 Remake all day long. It's going to be 2 full gameplay streams of it, so we'll be 5+ hours into the game by the end of Sunday. On Monday, we'll now take a break from that to do the React content all day Monday. Although, like I said, Monday night, we'll be doing Retro React to Silent Hill 1, so that's going to go right in line with Silent Hill 2. I'll probably try to plug that during the Silent Hill 2 streams. And then on Tuesday, we'll play Silent Hill 2 again all day long. All right, so we'll do Silent Hill 2 all day Sunday, Silent Hill 2 all day Tuesday. Between the 2 days, we'll be 10 hours in. Reports are the game is 16 to 18 hours long. So we're going to be more than halfway into it within the 2 days of me playing it. That's awesome, is it not? So then on Wednesday...
Wait a second. You spending $80 on a game that only takes like fucking 16 hours to complete. Like, that's a lot of money to spend on a game that short.
We'll probably do more Silent Hill 2 as the day stream, and then on Wednesday night, we'll do more WWE Champions, because that'll be my weekly champion stream. And then probably Thursday, we'll do more Silent Hill 2, and Thursday night, we can either do fighting games, because I can't do Friday Night Fights because I'm not here Friday, or we could wedge in a stream of Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. The way I see it is we're in no rush to get through Dead Rising because I've already played it. We already know the game, so I'm not like rushing back to it. I've already played a lot of it yesterday, and I'm going to be playing another stream tomorrow. So after already being, 7-8 hours into it, we don't have to rush the ending, because at that point I think we're going to be near the end anyway, right? So I'm way more excited for Silent Hill 2 at this point. I think that should be the focus of the week. So we're going to be playing it Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And get this, chance we might finish it. I don't think we will, to be honest. If it definitely is a longer game, and you know me, with my streams, I'm interacting with you guys, I'm chatting, and we're doing shoutouts and the like. So it's not just me hyper-focused on the game. There's a lot of that kind of interaction, and it takes longer to get through it, right? But I think it's going to be great. Seriously, I think it's going to be a great week of me balancing horror content with some other content. It should be a great time. I'm very much pumped and excited for Silent Hill 2 this Sunday. So for those who like horror, you are definitely in luck this coming week. All right? Now, I'm just going to say this, just in case.
Hold on. This is I'm not usually going to look for thumbnail pictures or whatever at this point in time, but I cannot ignore this possibility.
Horror, you are definitely
like this. What is this? Oh, I mean, the annoying thing is, it kind of cuts his fucking fingers off of it, you know? That's what annoys me. Like, it slightly cuts off the tips of his goddamn fingers, but he's reaching out. He's reaching out to you. I'll see. Let me try and crop this out as best as I can. For all the people with talent out there to do some creative things with this particular image. It might not even remove the background too well. It's a very strange image. It's quite a big picture. So, yeah. No worries. And so, get me a wee second here. Let's see what we've got going here. And there we go. Well, it went a bit weird, didn't it? Oh, Twilight Records buggering off. Okay, have a good weekend, pal. Cheers again. Twilight Records disappearing. But while he disappears, we can try and get rid of some of this stuff here. Get rid of that stuff here. Get rid of this chair. And get rid of this chair. Let me just work on this a wee bit. We can get rid of that bit of chair as well. Should be fine. Don't break now on me, for God's sake. Hold on a second. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Let's just clean this up a bit if we can, if the website wants to let me. Damn it. The fucking thing is not wanting to stop fucking being weird. This is what I get when I try and put effort into removing shit. Curse you, website that does all the work for me. Curse you. Maybe I should just fucking put the whole image in. I'm going to put the full image without the background removed. I'm going to put that in the member Discord. Since the website seems to have broke from me when I tried to remove the background stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But this thing's fucking gone all wonky in me. It doesn't want to. Doesn't even want to fucking do much. Look at this button here. If I do that, okay, I can undo. So let's remove this crap down here. So I can undo. That's a good start. So let's remove this thing down here.
Oh my dog! What's up?
I gave them extra. Yes, I super chat. It says just got here. It's showing us how big It is. You need to have your arms wider than that. I don't even think Phil could T-pose wide enough to illustrate that visually, but who knows? Who knows? Jeez. Thank you very much, Phil, for the super chat. You know, I'm just going to let... so, if people want to do something creative with that image, I've got the... I mean, I can't remove that thing down there. I'm not entirely sure if that was a good thing to remove or not. Because, yeah, fuck it, you know. I'll just let people work with the raw image. This raw image, and I'll see if people can work their magic themselves. Let's crack on with bingo.
And luck this coming week. All right. Now, I'm just going to say this just in case things can change. All right. Right now, like I said, I am in talks with a couple of people. I say a couple, it's actually like about 5. I'm in talks with about 5 different people about possibly doing interviews this month. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of feel like this week is the wrong week to do it because we're so hyped for Silent Hill and everything, right? Like, I think this is the week to focus on the big games, correct? But we'll see what happens because if someone is available and this is the only week they're available, then I might still do it anyway and we'll just have to figure it out. And of course, like I said, there's possibility I'll be doing other content like crossovers and collabs. I just don't have anything set in stone yet, so I'm not going to even worry about that yet. If something happens and I get updates and something falls in my lap and there's an opportunity, we may have to change the schedule, okay? But the way I see it, it just makes sense to play Silent Hill 2 as soon as possible, because that way if something does change with the weekly schedule, at least I've already played Silent Hill 2 a bunch, right? There you go. Okay, so that's what's happening this week with the schedule. I hope that sounds good to everyone. I just hope that I can download the game. I'm waiting for it to appear as a pre-download and they won't let me install it or anything.
Who fucking cares?
So as soon as they let me, I'll get it on my PC and we'll be set to go for Sunday, which I'm very pumped for now, okay? Cool. The Gamer says you're making a great decision. This is what people mean when they say alter your schedule. Yeah, why wouldn't I? If this is, listen, it's $10 extra, all right? It's not like I'm breaking the bank paying a bunch more money. And unlike with Starfield, where I paid extra to play it early and the game sucked ass, this is a game that everyone is excited for. We already know the plot is great. People have reviewed it and said it's good, and we're all excited. It's the perfect time of year for it, right? This is the kind of game I think makes sense if you can do it to pay a little bit extra money to play it a few days early, especially me being a content creator, being able to stream it 2 days early is a big thing, right? So there you go. Goldfish says, will you play the Starfield DLC that came out? If you guys aren't aware, okay? The Starfield DLC came out. You may not be aware because you'll be like, wait, it did? Yeah, literally no one's talking about it. No one's playing it. It's actually dead on arrival. People who reviewed it have reviewed it very poorly, saying it's boring. It's the same as the base game. Yeah, there's a few, fancy visuals here or there, but for the most part, it might as well never have come out. The game, is an utter failure. So that's sad because I was actually thinking maybe this would be their chance to fix the problems and the shortcomings the original game had. No, not at all. It's been out for days. It came
I don't actually think it's fucking sad, because a fair example of a game that was fucking terrible when it first released, but then fucking worked a whole lot to try and improve and basically fix its reputation, Cyberpunk. Phil has vowed never, ever, ever to return to Cyberpunk, because when he played it when it first came out, it was an absolute disaster for not only him, but everyone trying to play the fucking game. But Phil, even though he's been told that Cyberpunk is now a really good experience for gamers or whatever, and they've done a lot to fucking make the game work well and play well, he has refused to return to it and give it another chance. So I don't buy that excuse from Phil. But I don't believe him when he says, it makes him sad because he thought there was a chance for the game to redeem itself. I don't buy it.
Like 4 or 5 days ago, and no one is talking about it because I was wondering, there's nothing on social media, there's no articles about it anywhere. I'm like, what happened with this DLC? It's just that bad, no one cares. No one is talking about this in the gaming community. I mean, that's pathetic. So, people are even talking about it now. Yeah, look, Double M just says, I forgot I even paid for it. He hasn't. He didn't play it. Same with me. Like, I got that deluxe edition or whatever last year to play that game early, and that was just stupid. Like, it didn't get me anywhere. With Silent Hill 2, I think we're going to have a distinct benefit being able to play it on the earlier side. So, anyway, there you go. So that's the week schedule. That's what's going on this week. I hope that sounds good to you guys. I'm now very pumped for Silent Hill on Sunday. Being able to play it a couple days early is excellent. And I actually now, here's the cool thing about this. To have that react day in between, but then to be reacting to Silent Hill 1 on Monday night is so cool. Play Silent Hill 2 all day Sunday, react to my original playthrough of Silent Hill 1 on Monday, then back to Silent Hill 2 on Tuesday. That's neat. I'm very excited. Ellipsian says, I'm actually playing the Starfield DLC. It's all right. There's just nothing special. Exactly. Like, isn't that exactly how you describe Starfield? It's okay. There's nothing special there. Dude, this is supposed to be the new IP that was going to save Bethesda because they've been working on it for so long, because Fallout hasn't had anything new or good in ages, and Elder Scrolls, we have no information about. This was supposed to be the big one, and they completely fucked it up. I can't believe they spent that amount of time and money and just dropped a big nothing burger that no one cares about, and here we are a year later, and still no one cares about it. Pretty bad. Okay, Sarah says, I thought you were thinking of dropping the DSP throwback streams. We're going to keep doing them for October because I want to react to Silent Hill 1. So basically, once we finish reacting to Silent Hill 1, which should take us all of October, then we're going to reassess how things are going on DSP throwback, okay?
Basically, he wants to make more money doing the fucking throwback stuff, and he might not stream anymore, essentially, doing, he's still going to keep having his editors make the content on that channel, but he's thinking of dropping doing the streams on a regular because he doesn't get great support doing the streams on the throwback channel.
If there's still interest, if people are liking the streams, if people support the streams, then I'll keep doing them. But if I've noticed a distinct drop-off in interest and support for it, then we won't do it all the time. Maybe we'll do it every couple of months, every few months, we'll do a special playthrough. But we just don't have to do it every Sunday night if there's not interest. And like last week for Resident Evil Director's Cut, I didn't even have 200 viewers. So, I mean, that shows that the interest has definitely, you know, declined, right? Okay, so, a few more shout-outs to do, and then we're going to get to the next news story. Well, not really news story. The next topic, I want to talk about Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered, which I played all day yesterday, and I want to give you my initial thoughts, because I feel like there's a lot of positives, but at the same time, for fans of Dead Rising, there may be some big negatives, and I think that we should bring them all up to be fair, okay? Okay, a couple shout-outs here. Someone named Black Air Force One Sentinel, which I don't know what that means, tipped $1 and says, do you like pumpkin-flavored food or drinks? For some extent, I do. Like
what the hell to his fucking voice?
That means. Tipped $1 and says, do you like pumpkin-flavored food or drinks? For some extent, I
What? Is that a voice crack, or is that just him making a strange fucking noise? What the hell happened? I need to slow that down to try and fucking mentally comprehend what the fuck just came out his fucking mouth. What strange noise that was.
Tipped $1 and says, do you like pumpkin-flavored food or drinks?
He sounds like he's making the fucking horn noise from a truck. What noise does your little bum make, Phil, when you eat too many beans? What the f... I'm so confused. I am so confused. Let's just go back to 1.5 speed and have him make the beer. So it wasn't a voice crack, I think, was it? But it was definitely a weird fucking noise. I will pay you to send that to me. Jesus. I mean, like, hold on a second. I mean, I wish there was an easy way just to fucking upload a noise. You know what I mean? You can't really do it, you know? But if people want to clip it, okay, if people want to clip the noise, let me pause the music. Let me go back to normal speed. And this will be people's chance to clip the noise. Or you can go full screen. So, here we go. This is Phil making a strange ass noise.
That means. Tipped $1 and says, do you like pumpkin-flavored food or drinks? For some extent, I do. Like
There you go. There you fucking go. So people can make a wee clip of that if you want to, and then you've got your fucking noise and do it what you want. So there we go. You can get a wee clip as well if you want, because it's all full screens. Or cool stuff indeed. What the fuck? Alright, let's get back on my bingo.
Pumpkin-flavored food or drinks? For some extent, I do. Like pumpkin-flavored pastries or bread and stuff like that is pretty good. And yeah, you know, you get like a pumpkin spice latte or a pumpkin drink or something. That could be pretty good. I'm not one of these people that likes everything pumpkin. I don't go crazy now that it's fall and say, I want pumpkin cereal and I want, you know, pumpkin this and pumpkin that. I want pumpkin in everything I eat. There are some people that go crazy like that. Not me. I do like it though. I think that it's fun. It's seasonal. It's something nice. Kind of like around Christmas time, you want like cinnamon and a lot of stuff, right? I think like cinnamon or mint or stuff like that for Christmassy stuff. Peppermint, right? I think pumpkin around now and perfect time, man. It's like I said, it's that perfect autumn weather outside today. We got some rain coming down. It's perfect. This is like, man, if I had pumpkin spice right now, I'd have a pumpkin spice latte. It'd be great. Pumpkin spice Jordan 1s. There you go. Scratch and sniff sneakers, right? For the season. Okay. Okay. I received a $3 tip from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. You see, Keem got wings to shave off his eyebrows and beard. How much do we need to pay you to have a hairless head? All I'm going to say is, in reaction to that, do you guys understand why I am not on the Lol Cow live show? You get it, right? Like, you understand. Like, I can make a living doing what I love, and I don't have to be doing these stunts. I don't have to be buried alive. I don't have to have my hair and eyebrows shaved off. You see, I can just be like normal Phil and still make a good living and have a good life. You understand? That's what I mean. I didn't need to be on that show. They did. I don't. I have good stuff going for me. They didn't, and that's why they were desperate and jumped on the show like they did. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's not me slamming those guys.
Yeah, sounds like you are slamming them though. This is you fucking trying to claim you're far more successful than they are, and you don't have to be as desperate as they were to try and get money. It definitely sounds like you're slamming them, Phil, and burying them.
It's just being honest. Like, I don't need to be in a show where I'm constantly having horrible things happen to me, doing stunts and pranks. You know, that's not the content that I want to put out, nor is it the content that I need to put out. I have good content to put out, right?
When is it then, Phil? Because we're still fucking waiting for it. We've been waiting a long fucking time for Phil Bonello's good content to start. All as far as you fucking trying your best to fucking bait some drama shit to try and fucking remain somewhat relevant and talked about, we are fucking desperate to beg and Kino Casino to fucking come back to you and start fucking doing things with you again. Because this fucking support's drying up and you fucking want their money again.
People want to do content with me. People want to appear on my show. People want me to be a part of their shows. I don't need to be doing the crazy stuff, so.
And yet you want to have Wings and Boogie on your show for interviews. Why is that, Phil?
There you go. All right. So now I think people really, now that the show's been out for a year, people are understanding where I was coming from back 2 years ago or whatever when I said, no Keen, no thanks, right? In reality, I didn't say no Keen, no thanks. I didn't say anything because we never actually talked about it. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? The next topic I want to talk about is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, which I played yesterday, okay? In fact, you know what? That's not it. This is it. Let's set up the Dead Rising animations for while I'm talking about this topic, okay? So they should be playing now. So, yesterday, all day long on both gameplay streams, I played Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster here on DSP Gaming. So I got in about 4.5 hours of gameplay. Would have liked to get more in. Excuse me. But we were having some problems when I first booted it up. And we should bring this up. On PC, this game has an odd optimization thing. So when you boot it up, just like everything, it gives you a million options, right? And I picked all the options. It was supposed to be running at 120 frames and everything. And then it starts booting the intro, cutscenes and everything. And it's running at less than 30 frames per second. And the audio is popping in and out. And I'm like, what is going on? So apparently the game just has some issues. I had to change the audio options to make it be like TV speakers or something, which I never use. I've literally never selected TV speakers on any game I've ever played. But for some reason, I had to. And I had to turn off this weird feature that the game has that was called like NVIDIA input reduction feature. And basically what it claims is that it's supposed to make it that you don't have any input delay when you press any button or input on the controller. But it made the whole game run at like 20 frames per second. So I turned it off. Immediately the game is running at 120 frames per second. And there's no input delay anyway. So I was like, so why does this feature exist? If the game doesn't have the input delay, why did they have this feature in the game? It's bizarre. Like, why is it there? Anyway, once we got the game rolling, okay.
Does Phil not understand that depending on the type of computer you've got, people's performance might fucking differ? Is Phil just assuming that every single PC will be the same in terms of how it runs a game? I think that is what he's trying to say here, which is dumb as all hell. He thinks every PC is basically like every console, which should all fucking behave the same.
Okay. Here's the distinct differences between classic Dead Rising and this modern deluxe remaster. Okay, number one, the graphics. Frame rate is much higher, especially if you have a good rig like mine. The character models have been redesigned, okay? Same animations and all of that, but the character models have been redesigned from the ground up. They look very different. Faces particularly have been redesigned, especially on the psychopaths. Like a lot of the psychopaths used to look kind of like weird or like maybe even like undertailed. Now they're just creepily realistic. Like when I fought Adam the Clown, his face is all contorting and everything when he's talking. I'm like, oh god, it's like photorealistic, scary shit. And the other psychopaths too. Like I fought that Hatchet Man in the hardware store, and he just looks so different from the original game. In the original game, he just looked like a generic guy. Here, he kind of looks like a grizzled POW style guy, guy who's been through shit. And they did
a grizzled POW style
burger
guy. Also, hold on. It's a bit blurry, but what the? Hold on. I mean, I don't understand how anytime you pause this thing, anytime you pause it, there's a face to be found. Anytime you pause it, there's a face to be found. Each one more robust than the last. Let's see how this looks. It should be pretty straightforward. It's kind of weird, this, but hold on. Let me just fucking get rid of this bit down here. Don't know what the fuck went on there, but begone random chair background. There we go. Let me throw that in the member Discord. And Tacozilla has actually done something. He removed the background perfectly. So Phil Burnell, and even his fingers, he actually fucking managed to get his fingers fully shown as well there. So Tacozilla has actually done a good service for everyone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy that image. I'm going to tweet it out. If people want to do something fun with this image, they can. And I'll just say, courtesy of Tacozilla. Does Tacozilla have Twitter? Taco fucking Bell. Let me fucking... Well, does Tacozilla truck? But I have no idea. I don't know. Are any of these Tacozillas? I don't know. I might just tag fucking Taco Bell instead, just for the hell of it.
Oh my dog! What's up?
There we go. So I'll tweet it out and say courtesy attackers all good stuff. ES, thank you very much for super chat. ES, who says the face of I bought that pizza for both of us. Jesus Christ. Oh, you mean sorry, you mean this face? The face of I bought that pizza for both of us. It does. That fits quite well. Phil's looking for her. Oh, it's for two. Why? Why'd you eat it all in one go? That was a meal for two. Oh, bloody hell. Mind you, I mean, she's got some appetite. Cat has a big appetite, to be fair.
Job with that. Like, now the characters seem like they have better personality. Well, they have more personality because they look real. Let's put it that way. In the original game, it didn't have that level of detail, and it was like, oh, you're supposed to take this seriously, but then they look like a, you know, not very serious, like a low-rendered person. But now it looks better. So I definitely like the improvements. They even have like skin detail and stuff. You see like freckles on them and everything. So it's like they look like real people now. In regards to you know, music and stuff like that, it's pretty much all the same. Now, the game does have a streamer mode, so luckily I turned it on. I don't know if I'm missing out on any of the classic tunes of the game that may have been copyright stricken, but I'm glad that I had a streamer mode for that. In regards to gameplay, all right, many different changes that I'm noticing. First of all, it just seems to me like Frank is faster from the get-go. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it just seems to me like Frank moves faster in general than he did in the original game. Maybe I'm wrong there, but in the original game, he's slow. And in this one, he just seems faster right from the get-go. In regards to fighting and evasion, the fighting's almost the same, and what I mean by that is, it's frustrating because these zombies can lunge at you, and you'll be in mid-animation to hit them, and then they just interrupt your animation and grab you anyway, and you're like, ah, come on. You know, it kind of feels a little outdated in that regard, but that's accurate to the original game. But one of the things I definitely noticed that's different, if you are escorting someone across the map, one of the survivors, for example, maybe one of them has an injured foot, so you have to put them on your back, or, you know, put them on your shoulder, and you're walking across the ground with them, the zombies will basically, like, slide off of you as if you're covered in grease. Like, they'll try to grab you, and they go, like, zoop, and fall, and don't really grab you. Like, there's very rarely, when I was trying to escort anyone, was a zombie actually able to hinder my progress moving forward. So that's definitely something they've improved to make it easier. Another thing...
Did you guys see Phil Burnell blowing off someone's head and then blaming a zombie for killing him? I don't know if you guys saw that clip there. I mean, I don't know how far away. Where is it? Where is it? Let me scroll down the old Twitter. It'll be here somewhere. Here it is. So, Phil's ally in a situation is called Bert. Okay? Bert is the important person here. They want to fucking protect. Okay? Bert is the one, you know, we like Bert. Bert's a good guy. Phil is the one with the big shotgun. What does Phil do with a shotgun? Yeah, he decides to aim. Oh my god. So I'm going to aim a shotgun with Bert in between me and the bad guys I'm trying to shoot. Lo and behold.
They killed Bert.
They killed Bert.
They killed Bert right off the bat. What the fuck? How did he even die? I was with him.
Yeah. Yeah. He is that dense. He is that dense.
Is the AI for the survivors isn't as brain dead as it used to be. There used to be certain survivors that would literally just walk right into trouble and just die. And you had to like babysit them in order to get them to survive. Now you can just kind of mash the follow me button and they will follow you for the most part, and they'll disengage from the zombies that are around them and try to follow you. Now, it doesn't always work. You're still going to have some...
I mean, I know Phil wasn't doing anything dodgy there with his hand, but keep an eye on this arm right here, okay? This arm here. Pay attention to this arm, okay? And, yeah.
To survive. Now, you can just kind of mash the follow me button, and they will follow you for the most part, and they'll disengage from the zombies that are around them and try to follow.
Why is it important for Phil to have tucked a shirt in while he's mid-rant? I don't understand. Like, I just randomly fucking did a shit right here. Fuck knows. But yeah, anytime I see Phil do something randomly weird with his hands, super distracting by the way as a viewer. Like, you kind of miss what Phil's saying because you're wondering what the fuck's he doing with his hands. Maybe he should get a fucking fidget spinner or something to fucking not be as weird with his hands. That seems like a good idea.
That doesn't always work. You're still going to have some stragglers in the game that are kind of annoying. And particularly, I lost a survivor last night. His plot is that he's a complete coward. So he freezes up and doesn't follow you properly. And he died on me. And there's a big gory animation for it too. I was like, oh man, that's messed up. So it's not all easy, but they have significantly improved that part. Now, some of the biggest changes, okay, definitely involves the control scheme for combat. previously, the controls of this game felt like it was its own universe. Like, I don't think when I played Dead Rising 1, I don't think I'd ever played any game that controlled like this before. And I'm not saying that's bad, but man, there's a learning curve. And for you to actually do anything fast in this game was very difficult. Like, for example, there's some situations where you have to shoot things quickly. Good luck. Like, seriously, good luck doing any shooting quickly, because it was like a cumbersome fumbling of controls to try to get Frank to draw the weapon, aim the weapon, actually ready the weapon, and fire. It took like a while, okay? Now, the game controls much like a third-person shooter. The only exception there, I would say, to zoom in, you still have to use the D-pad up and down. It's not like you can like double-click or whatever and it'll zoom in automatically. Like in Call of Duty, it's the thumbstick. Not in this. This you got to zoom up and down with like the D-pad, right? But it controls way more smoothly. So, for example, there's two fights that stand out in my mind, and both of them are against the guy Carlito, where he's shooting down from a balcony in the food court, or later on, he's sniping you from the top floor of the mall. It used to be really effing hard to beat him, like really significantly hard. Now, you can easily aim and fire on this guy, and it's not a big deal. I personally don't know if they increased the damage output for guns, but it seems to me like they did. Like, I remember some of these psychopaths being very tank-like, and now they take big chunks of health go away with shots. So maybe they did change it to make it easier in that regard too, but I can't confirm or deny. I can just tell you what it feels like. It does feel like they've done that down a little bit too. So, and then, okay, the biggest change, in my opinion, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Checkpoints. Auto-save checkpoints throughout the game at critical moments. So I'll give you an example. At one point, I was walking across the mall with like 4 survivors with me. The only way to get from where I was to the place where the elevator was to get them to safety, we had to go through the central courtyard. I had forgotten that there were psychopaths out there. So I walk out and, oh no, the cutscene for the prisoner's psychopath starts. As soon as the cutscene ends, they drive straight towards me. I get shot. As I'm getting up, a zombie grabs me. I shake that zombie off. Another zombie immediately grabs me and I'm dead. Now, if this had been the original Dead Rising, not this new remaster, I would have had to start back at a save room, which at that point had been significantly earlier. I would have had to replay a tremendous amount of gameplay, and that would have really pissed me off. In fact, I remember in my original run of this game 8 years ago, it did piss me off. I was very upset that during that remaster on PS4, they had not added those changes, you know what I'm saying, those changes at all, and you had to load. So in this case, it just started me right back at the door, did the psychopath cutscene again, and I was able to try it again, and on the second try, I dodged them, I pulled out my shotgun, I blew them all away, and I beat them, and I was, okay, you see, it was much better. There was another time, now this really would have angered me. So I entered the supermarket, and the psychopath boss fight ensues. I'm in the middle of the psychopath boss fight, and the game crashes. I even get a big pop-up error screen, send this info to Capcom for research and stuff, right? I'm like, oh no, don't tell me, because I was halfway through the fight, and I'd restocked all my weapons and stuff before going to the fight. I'm like, dude, don't tell me I have to redo all of that. No, I rebooted the game, and it just restarted the fight right at the door, where I could, go right to the boss fight, and I was like, wow, this is a significant improvement from how inferior the game played previously, with having you to redo all that gameplay from a save point, as if it was Resident Evil or something. So here's the thing, okay? All of these improvements, better controls for guns, and Miss Barkles actually just did a $2 super chat. Thanks for being the first super chatter of the day. And she says, also remember the improved controls for the camera. Yeah, the camera as well is just much easier to control and get faster.
That's the person that apparently has an OnlyFans, isn't it? Like, this is like this. So somebody appeared in Phil's chat the other day, and they were spamming a whole bunch of shit. Like, oh, Phil's desperate to get Kino's attention. He spent 6 hours on Kino stream, whatever. And then they mentioned like, oh, Phil's apparently talking behind the scenes privately to an OnlyFans person. Is he going to dump that for his OnlyFans, support or something? What the fuck, man? I got no idea, but yeah, Miss Markles is still there in Phil's chat, supporting Phil with her OnlyFans money, I guess.
Shots, because remember, one of the key gameplay elements and mechanics of the game is taking pictures quickly during certain events going on, like someone's posing or an enemy's doing a certain animation. You have to quickly go zoop and take the picture and then go down. And so previously in the original game, you'd try to take a picture and it would be like a nightmare to fumble this thing around and actually get the game to give you credit for what you were trying to take the picture of. It'd be like, oh, you're slightly off center and shit. And this one, it just kind of works all the time. They definitely eased up the picture taking, right? So in this regard, what do you mean that's not what she said? She said, do you notice the changes in taking pictures? Yeah, that it's improved. That's what I just said, didn't I? I didn't read word for word what she said. I was paraphrasing. She's basically insinuating that the pictures are easier to take now, right? That's what we were talking about. Okay. So anyway, I
mean, she said, and I'll quote what she said, just so there's no confusion. Do you notice the changes in taking pictures? Question mark. That was what they said. Do you notice the changes in taking pictures? And Phil turned that into, oh, she basically is saying it's a completely amazing experience now, and it's a lot easier. Phil was just, that, fuck me, man. Phil was too lazy to fucking read a simple sentence. A very short sentence, asking a question.
All these improvements, so easier picture taking, much easier gun handling. Zombies not being as annoying when grabbing you when you're escorting people and or when they're constantly following you, okay? The auto-save checkpoint system, right? So all of that are big, huge improvements to the game.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat. It says soccer account of Derek has entered the chat. Why? Because a random OnlyFans girl is starting to support Phil. Derek discards an OnlyFans soap. Here I come. Oh, for God's sake, in more ways than one. No, Derek has entered the fucking chat. Interesting stuff. Derek has entered the fucking chat.
Get the fuck out of here!
However, there is a wrinkle to this, all right? Yesterday, I played this game for 4.5 hours, right? Currently, I've saved all but like 2 survivors. One I didn't even find in the mall. I didn't have a mission for them, and they just died. And the other was the coward guy who I tried to save, and he died because he's an idiot, and he walked right into the enemies. So, in that regard, you know, I've almost rescued everyone I've encountered. I fought and easily defeated all the psychopaths. I just want to emphasize that. Easily defeated. Even Adam, who's infamously one of the harder psychopaths in the game, now that you can control the game better, he's just not that hard to fight. What I did, because, you know, he's infamously, like, agile. He flies all over the screen. I ended up, like, getting him behind one of, like, the bouncy house things down in the place.
Is he about to fucking complain that the game's too fucking easy for him? After complimenting the game being made easier for people compared to the original game. Because he's been full of praise for how much easier the game is now for him, compared to the previous fucking iteration of it. So if he's about to fucking say it's too easy for him now.
They land, and he just really couldn't move, and I just wailed on him with, I don't know if it was the katana or like a hunting knife. I just kept wailing on him with it, and we traded blows and stuff, but I had brought a bunch of healing to the fight, so I was able to just beat him like that without much problem. So that's what I mean. Like, this game, Dead Rising, the original game, was infamously known for its difficulty in your first run. When you're not leveled up, when you don't know where all the good weapons are, when you don't know the easy way to save all of the different survivors, right? And when you don't know when the boss fights are going to happen or how to encounter, you know, where are the best weapons to be at the boss fight? Where's the best healing at? If you don't know all of that, this game is infamously difficult, okay? And now the fact that the gunplay used to be difficult. There was no autosave checkpoint. So basically, every time you died, you had to redo a bunch of gameplay. That was part of the element of the game. It became this game that was infamously difficult. And it was like, man, that kind of goes in hand with what would be if it was a real zombie apocalypse, right? Now, the whole idea, though, of the game is that you're supposed to play it multiple times. That your first run's hard, but then you get all these levels. You know where everything is in the game. So when you do your second run, this is the real run. This is the one where you're turboing through the mall because you're fast. You go right to the good items. You start saving the survivors. You have extra time to do everything because you're so dang fast, right? Like, that's the idea. That's what the intention. First run, challenging, difficult, grueling. Second run, way easier. With this deluxe remaster, the first run isn't even that tough at all. Like, I'm really not having problems. In 4.5 hours of playing, I'm about halfway through the game. That's way more progress than I did in my original run 8 years ago. And we may in 1 to 2 more streams beat it. So this may be an 8 to 10 hour playthrough of a game that actually usually would take you much longer in your first run because you don't know what you're doing, right? So, yeah, like for me, it's a mixed bag. For me, here's the thing. Since I played the original, and I've experienced the difficulty level of the original, okay? I don't feel like playing this deluxe remaster is missing out. I feel like it's all right. It's changed for the good, and that's fine. It doesn't all have to be overly difficult, right? But here's the thing. If you've never played Dead Rising before, and all you're playing is the deluxe remaster, you're not getting the actual experience that the game devs had intended. Your first run is not that challenging, and therefore you may not want to even do a second run, but that was the intention of the game designers. The second run's the real one, right? So that's a little bit disappointing. You might buy this game for $50, expecting it to be this lengthy experience that you've heard so much about, and then you just turbo right through it and you beat it in 10 hours. Like, what happened here?
I want to remind everyone that he has finished, he's played this game like 4 times now or something. This is not Phil's first ever experience playing this game. Yes, it's a new version of the game, a remaster of the fucking game, but it's still the same map. It's still the same characters. It's still the same plotline, which he has played multiple times in the past. And Phil's acting like, oh, it's so much easier now. Aye, because you fucking played the thing and completed the thing several times already in the past. That's probably a factor.
I thought it was hard. You know, it's not. They've changed it. They tweaked it, and the improvements now make it very easy. You know, it's not me playing this game in a great way. It's not. It's, I mean, yes, to some of that extent, I knew where the gun shop was. I knew where the weapon shop was, and I remembered the supermarket. So because of that, I'm able to get the 3 big things in the game you need that are easy.
Exactly. So muscle memory kicked in. And was a massive factor in fucking the game being easy for you because you knew where to go.
Make you survive, right? Well, outside of that, it's not like I'm some master level player here. And I'm a master, you know, zombie dodger and everything. No, it's just the game is that easy now. Okay? So, that's a double-edged sword for some people. I saw just this morning in chat, as we were talking, someone was expressing their big disappointment with the game, saying they've seen me play it for the first few hours, they looked good, they bought it, they went to play it themselves, and it was so piss easy, they returned it right away. They just didn't want to go through a super easy game. Yeah, I hate to say it. I do feel like they've changed the nature of the game with this remaster. And And I think that might be something that we have to be careful about moving forward. If we're going to take games and remaster them and you add quality of life improvements, does that quality of life improvement actually change the initial intentions of what the game devs had wanted to begin?
But you said the original version made you upset and angry and made you rage. So where's that fucking middle ground, Phil? Genuine question, Phil, where is middle ground? If the old version was way too fucking hard and fucking infuriating for you, but this new version is now fucking super piss easy, where is that fucking middle ground?
Your first run, right? Imagine if in Dark Souls, right, that they made quality of life improvements, right? Maybe you don't just die instantly, you have one chance to do a quick time event and you revive and you can continue on. Can you imagine how different the game would play if you had that chance, right? So many nail-biter runs aren't really nail-biters anymore because you always can come back once after when you're about to die. And, oh, it's quality of life. Yeah, but it completely changed the design of the game from what the game developers had intended. So is it a good quality of life improvement? I may be of the impression that a lot of these quality of life improvements have made the game too easy. So maybe they should have tweaked it further. Maybe bosses should have had more health.
Boss.
The one thing that I think that makes sense is the autosaves. That's just a no-brainer because no one should be limited to, oh, I didn't find the save room or whatever. I do think it's really stupid to require you to go to a save room like that.
But then there are no consequences for your mistakes if you can just fucking respawn in the very last area you were in. Like, whereas you can basically just fucking tank your way through every single fucking level if it will just automatically fucking load you into the previous fucking section you're in a minute ago. So there's no real... to me, that's an easy mode thing, Phil. You see that as a great, it's a time saver, fantastic, but that's, to me, if you make a mistake, where's the punishment for a mistake? You lost a fucking life, aye, but you fucking know what's coming now, and you're right there, ready to fucking try and deal with it now. Right away, rather than trying to fucking, no, I need to get back here, no, it's fucking hard, no, nah. I personally do not agree with that.
100 times. But outside of that, I guess you can argue between, you know, the other quality of life changes, whether you wanted them or not. So, you know, there you go. Some people will like it. I think some people won't. Personally, I am liking it, but I think that's because I already played it. So I know what the original game is, and I can call out these differences. I probably would be disappointed if this was my first run and it was way easier. Like, remember everyone was saying that Radon, by the time that I got to Radon in Elden Ring, my first run, that they'd already nerfed the boss. And therefore, if you killed Radon, after that initial version of him, you were fighting such a watered-down version that it wasn't the original intended experience, and it just made it too easy, and then you weren't seeing how grueling it was for a lot of people at first. I can't confirm or deny that. I got to Radon when I did, and I don't know if it was easier or harder, but that's kind of, you know, disappointing to know you didn't get to get the same experience as everybody else. So what I would say is this. If you've never played Dead Rising before, you may actually want to play the original first, whether it's the Xbox 360 version or the remake from 8 years ago. That still had the same difficulty level, okay? And then once you've already played that, maybe then you want to play this remake, so that way you're not skimping out on the original difficulty that was intended. That's up to you, right? You can always make that decision for yourself. But for me, it's like, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, I like the improvements, but I agree, I'm kind of turboing through the game. And I think a lot of the appeal of this game was always the difficulty. And now, in regards to, hold on one second. In regards to this game, am I now going to have no one really interested in it because it's too easy, right? Like, and I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, it might be a situation where people just think it's too easy. And when they come to tune in for the third stream coming up this week, they're not going to care that much. I don't know. I guess we'll find out because that's tomorrow, right? But yeah, you know, this, again, as if you were playing a FromSoft game, but it was easy. An easy FromSoft game shouldn't exist. That's not the, you know, it kind of undermines the whole premise, right? So anyway, so that's my thoughts on Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. So far, I'm turboing through it, having a good time with it, but at the same time, it's definitely easy. And we'll see tomorrow when I play it again on the daytime stream how that goes. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
All right, guys, really quick. A delivery showed up while I was here streaming, and it's pouring rain outside today, so I want to go bring it in. I don't want it to be on my doorstep when it's raining and a chance that it could get wet or anything. I'm just going to go grab the box, toss it inside, and come right back, and we're going to resume the podcast. I won't be longer than just a couple minutes, but I want to be careful here. I don't want it to get all soggy, okay? So I'll be right back, and then we'll continue on. By the way, we have 2 news stories, game news stories to cover next, okay? If you're enjoying the show, please, guys, support it. Give it a like. Right now, we're at 59 likes, over 300 viewers, so let's get it to 100 likes. Guys, let's get a new super chatter out on there. The top Miss Sparkles at $2, and let's get someone the top Perry the White's $5 tip. Again, we did hit the support goal last night. Let's keep that momentum rolling. Let's get the streak back, all right? Okay, I'll be right back.
Get the fuck out of here!
Boy, I'm dumb. I can play you guys clips. Hold on. I'm like, what am I doing? I can play clips now. We'll just do this quick. Here we go. All right. Wait a minute.
Dude, there's 2 guys behind you. Oh my god! There's 2 exploders behind you. Kill both of them.
Okay, so I don't know if he's going to fetch his package, I guess, fucking hooray for that. How about we just go to Twitter and see what clever stuff people have made from Twitter? Nerbrew with the obligatory dual-wielding Photoshop. It's funny how the arms are noodly and pasty, but the hands are quite well tanned. So, it seems a bit surreal, doesn't it? But yeah, there's a little quick effort there from Nerbrew. Good stuff indeed. And is that the last one? Phil's search history on his Xbox sure is interesting. Yeah, that's right. That was a thing. That definitely was a thing. But yeah, let's just fast forward for this, shall we, until Phil returns with his precious little package.
Mother club and what?
Oh, this is a thing we just saw on Twitter actually.
Xbox Bing, giant black meat. What? Fight Club and welcome to Whoop Whoop. What the fuck? What the fuck is welcome to Whoop Whoop?
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Oscuros for the super chat, and there's no message there, but just sent a super chat for us, so thank you very much, very kind of you indeed. Cheers for the super chat. Yeah, these little clips that Phil has to play while he's away from the computer, that's cringes all well. Some English pounds here, bonny lad. Cheers, Englishman. Thank you very much for your for English money there. And I think I'm not sure if that English money will be legal tender in Scotland, but who knows? Since the joke usually goes our way around.
I gotta see what this is. What the fuck? No, I think the best part about that is giant black meat is what I searched for, and they give you a picture of a dude holding a bar of soap. Get it? Anyway. Okay.
I don't get it, Phil. Why don't you explain it for us?
Okay. Let's resume, shall we? Oh, we have some. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We have two different stories to talk about today. All right, cool.
We didn't have Turbo Nose, but we had Turbo Yes. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Sweet. The clips make you nostalgic. Yeah, I know. It was fun back. It was a fun time back then, for sure. You know, back then I got attendance on anything I did. Whether it was an unboxing or anything, it was an exciting time. It really was. Not to say things aren't exciting today. It's a different world. It's a different atmosphere. Everything's different in the modern era, right? Okay. Chopper is going over my house. Wow. Loud chopper. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
All right, here we go. Let's resume. Okay, everyone. So we have two gaming news stories that I would like to discuss today. They're not really related, but maybe they are. All right, so let's talk about these stories, shall we? So story number one, I can find it, is regarding Ubisoft. That's right. You know, that company run by Yves Guillemot, who recently released their first quadruple A game in Skull and Bones, which flopped miserably. And, oh, by the way, my background did not just update.
Phil, you have a new message. Why don't you check your messages, Phil? You have a new DM. Someone's DM'd you, Phil. Quickly, look, check your DMs. It could be important.
Start playing the background. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so, basically, Ubisoft, constant underperformance this year. First, the flop of Skull and Bones. Then, the recent flop this last summer of Star Wars Outlaws. For those who don't know, Star Wars Outlaws massively undersold. Did not get anywhere near the expectations that Ubisoft had for it. Just a complete 2 thumbs down flop, and it did horribly. So these were games that they were kind of like banking on and hoping that they were going to do well, and they both did not. So what they did is they actually delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was supposed to release this fall, along with the big gaming season, right? All the hot games. They were expecting that the game was going to do well, but instead it completely, was getting panned by everyone. You had basically the entire country of Japan calling them a bunch of disingenuous people for lying about Japanese history with the character of Yasuke, right? And they had other people saying, yeah, it doesn't look that good or whatever. So all these games that they're banking on, and it doesn't look like they're going to do well, so they delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows like February next year. So this is, again, this is a rumor. This is not necessarily 100% true. But there's rumblings in the industry that the Guillemot family, because Yves Guillemot and his family are basically the owners of Ubisoft, they're looking to sell. They want to sell the company, right? And of all people, the company that they're looking to sell to is Tencent, the Chinese-run gaming company. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, let me put it this way. I've told you guys for the last decade, I don't think there's been one correct management decision by Yves Guillemot. I don't think that he knows what the hell he's doing with his company. I think he's out of touch with modern gamers and gaming in general. So he just keeps making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And it's now come to the point he's made so many bad decisions that he doesn't think he can right the ship anymore. Honestly, I think that's a good thing. I think that he does need to step down, to be quite honest. Hold on 1 second, guys, because I heard a noise. Jasper heard it too, and I want to see what it was.
What the hell is wrong with him? Also, I think why is my chat frozen on screen? That's kind of strange. Let me see if I can fix that. Give me a second, guys, see if I can fix the chat frozen on screen, because I got no idea Can I like just refresh a source or something? Hold on, my chat. Can I not just refresh the bloody thing? Let me just delete the bloody thing and update it that way, and then fucking re-add the goddamn link, and then we'll see if it fucking wants to work this time. There you go, cool, there you go. For some reason, the chat just froze on the screen. I had no idea why. But Phil's fucked off again. He just got just head over random noise.
Get the fuck out of here!
Probably fucking dedicate his fucking window begging to be banned again or some push.
Shut your hole. Is there nothing on the internet that I won't masturbate to?
I just realised I forgot to play the music again. My bad. Wonder why it's so fucking quiet.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to ES for the super chat who says, a hit of 10 cent has commented. Chicka Chang Wang. Interesting words. Thank you for that update, yes. Chicka Chang Wang. In China they say... What was it? Oh god, I'm not going to fucking repeat what Phil said. It made some strange... In China they say, and they said hara 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 some pish, well I don't know. Back when racism was acceptable and encouraged on YouTube, apparently. It was a different time back then, you know, everyone could be as racist as they wanted, as homophobic as they wanted, as sexist as they wanted, because that's what people craved, that's what people loved. People loved it when I was that way. Exactly. People loved it when Phil said things like, cat, very delicious. Yeah. I love how Cora has went the route of like trying to say it as Phil said it, and Steve said it in the proper English way. That's, you know, like Stephen Fry would say it. It's like, cat, very delicious. Fuck me. But yeah, Phil's very jumpy today, it seems. Random noise. I'm going to fucking interrupt my entire work to find out what the random noise is. And Dan's asking about the speed juice. We are behind Phil by about 11 minutes, which is kind of why I'm trying to stall in case we catch up to him.
Hello there. Hello there.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Christ!
Cyber begging. That's all that is. Just rattling a little tin cup to the entire world.
Boo this man!
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil!
I'm running out of fucking buttons to press here, for God's sake, Phil. What the hell are you? What it is?
Alright, sorry everyone, I got distracted. There were some zombies in my house. I had to go take care of them. But anyway, so we've all been saying for the last decade that Yves Guillemot has not been doing a good job of running this company. He keeps making bad decisions. I mean, think about this. His biggest franchise, Assassin's Creed, he runs it into the ground, then decides the best thing we should do is copy our competitors of Witcher 3, and for the greater part of 6+ years, makes the entire franchise just copy Witcher. Then says, oh wait, that's not working anymore, let's go back to the old formula, and now nothing worked, right? Because now Assassin's Creed has completely lost his identity, right? It just doesn't have an identity anymore. It had one a long time ago, but now you've got Ghost of Tsushima doing it better. So, yeah, it's pretty sad. Like, if you really think about Ubisoft, at one point they were synonymous with big IPs and gaming greatness, right? Like, you would think Assassin's Creed, Rayman. Now when you hear Ubisoft, like, what do you even think of? Do you even think of, like, a single franchise that's like, oh yeah, that big franchise that Ubisoft does that everyone likes? No, and that's a shame because they had that. They totally had that and they squandered it, right? For sure. Yeah, whatever happened to Beyond Good and Evil? Oh boy. Don't get started with that one. So anyway, am I shocked to hear that they're looking to sell? Well, yes and no. No, because they're doing poorly, but I thought, if you have someone in charge who doesn't know what they're doing, just get them out of there and get someone there who knows how to run a company, right? You can hire someone else to man the ship. You don't have to sell the ship, right? Like, that's it. Like, well, we don't know how to run it, so we're going to sell it instead. Well, why don't you just hire someone who knows what they're doing so that your company can be successful again, instead of just giving up? That's what it feels like. When you hear this news, you're like, so they're basically throwing the towel in. They've given up on being able to do anything of intelligence or, you know, wisdom. Fuck it. Just sell it and make a big profit and run. And I hate to say it, but that basically means they don't give a shit. They never gave a shit about their company, about the products they sold. They were just trying to make money. And maybe that's the reason why Ubisoft has been so bad in the last 10 years, is because instead of trying to make good games that are meaningful to the gaming community, that are making unique cultural experiences to everyone.
Yay, Phil said meaningful.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
But hell, look, Assassin's Creed was definitely not as, it's not as prominent now as it once was. I remember when Assassin's Creed fucking first came out, and it was like, they literally revolutionised some aspects of fucking gaming when that game came out. The whole thing where you climb a tower to use Eagle Vision to unlock parts of the fucking map. Assassin's Creed was the first kind of game to do that. And then everyone started kind of copying Assassin's Creed for that kind of thing, you know. You see that happen all the time these days in games. Like Spider-Man, that kind of fucking feature, right? There's all sorts of fucking games that have that kind of feature where, you know, you need to climb somewhere high and unlock point of the map by, you know, using like a viewpoint or whatever. Assassin's Creed was one of the first fucking games to do that, you know. But yeah, it's certainly kind of fell off the wayside, you know. But I'm not saying this. It's just one of those things where sometimes these games just fucking fall off. But Phil, the thing is though, Phil's take here is flawed for one simple reason. He cannot talk about these CEOs of these game developers, right? Yves Guillemot and fucking the guy that runs Xbox, what's it mean, Phil Spencer, whatever his fucking name is. And all these kind of very prominent people. These successful people in the game industry, okay, that are financially well off because they've been successful. They might not be doing fantastic right now, but they have success and they've got a track record of success, and so they are successful in general with their lives and with their fucking money and with what's going on. But Phil cannot look at these people without being incredibly fucking jealous because they're rich. He can't look at this from a fucking normal, unbiased perspective because he looks at these people and there's that natural negativity and toxicity he has and this feeling towards these guys because he's a super successful, rich, you know, gaming developers who are still going to be rich, and he's not. They have what he hasn't got. A lot of fucking fuck you money.
One talks about and wants to share. Instead, they're trying to make money printing ventures to line their pockets, and since they can't do that successfully anymore, now they're going to ditch their company, right? That's pretty fucking sad, to be honest. So, in regards to this, I don't know how I feel because I'm not exactly sure that we're going to have a situation where selling this to Tencent's going to do any better. And quite frankly, whenever you see a big sale like this happens, you want to know what really happens? People get laid off. People lose their jobs. And these people are busting their butts, trying to make good games, right? And now they're going to lose their jobs because the people in charge made bad decisions. I want you to think about that. Again, we've talked about this endlessly here on the Level 1 podcast. Big person in charge of a big company makes a terrible decision. Who suffers for it? Is it the person at the top who made the bad decision, or is it everyone underneath? It's always everyone underneath, and I just don't fucking understand that. I want someone to explain to me how it makes sense that someone is directly in charge of a company, makes awful decision after awful decision, tanks the company, and if they get out of there rich, and everyone below them loses their job. How the fuck does that work? Even if you are rich, right? How does that make sense? I understand that there's like this upper echelon of people who want to remain in power, but how does it make sense if someone has failed miserably as a leader? Why would you want to protect them? Right? Trial by fire, baby. You had your chance. And if you couldn't stand the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen and let someone else step up to do it. But don't punish the people below. You should be the one who has the consequences. Why are they going to allow these people who have run their company into the ground now for 10 years to go away with their golden parachutes and everyone else underneath will suffer? I just don't understand it. Really.
Well, Phil, welcome to capitalism. This is essentially what capitalism fucking is. And if you don't fucking like it, why don't you fucking move somewhere which does not operate a fucking capitalist society?
I don't get it. I don't understand this is how the corporate way. It sounds to me like what's happened is there's an upper part of our human society who are so rich, they are protected from any consequences whatsoever for their entire lives. They can commit crimes, they can do horrible things running businesses, they can do heinous actions that are behind the scenes that you don't know about, or they can even be public. And it doesn't matter what they do, they always get away with it because they're rich. No repercussions, on to the next big venture where they also have no repercussions of. I just don't understand it. I don't get how we even allowed this at all.
Well, you could just fucking move to China, you know, where your speech is incredibly fucking limited, essentially. You gotta be very careful what you say. They're very big on censorship in China, Phil. You might not get away if you're in China, they say antics in China, but at least it won't be a capitalist society, you know, which you seem to be fucking hating being a part of.
I'm very confused how we create a society where we have this upper crust protected class of people who can do whatever the fuck they want. Why? Why do we allow that? And when are we going to stop it? Right? Anyway, so it's a sad story. It's a rumor. Nothing's going through yet, but the rumor is that there's serious talks about it. And yeah, I can tell you right now, here's what'll happen. They'll get sold. Half the divisions will be closed. Probably thousands of employees will lose their jobs. They'll probably consolidate a lot of work into other existing Tencent studios, or, you know, split the work up differently. You know what I'm saying? And probably what'll happen is a lot of these IPs will go away. No lie. Like, forget Watch Dogs will never come back. Rayman will probably be sold.
Well, should Watch Dogs come back anyway? You know, I'm still kind of annoyed that Watch Dogs turned. They promised so much. Okay, when Watch Dogs was first announced, when it was first revealed what Watch Dogs was, the game, the very first trailer for it, people's imaginations went crazy. People thought, oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking game where you have so much freedom to fucking do all sorts of insane shit in this game, and it's like, nah, it didn't really. It never really fucking materialized in that fashion, so it kind of felt like a false promise, essentially. The games have done okay, you know what I mean? I've heard anyway, you know what I mean? But yes, it's one of those things where, to me, the hype from the trailer didn't really get maintained.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Tencent buys them. They might just sell a lot of their IPs off to other companies. That I would not be shocked at. Imagine that. Take some of these dead IPs that have been on the shelf for a while and just start selling them off in different directions so that way they can make profits. That wouldn't be shocking to me at all. So I guess we'll see what happens. It's a sad story from a company that used to be genuinely one of the biggest companies in gaming. I remember when I started on YouTube, Ubisoft was at the tippity top and we're on an upward trend. Again,
yeah, so were you.
They had Assassin's Creed. They had the Splinter Cell series. They had is Tom Clancy under Ubisoft? I don't remember. But
who fell harder, Ubisoft or DSP Gaming?
I know Splinter Cell was, I know Assassin's Creed was, Rayman was, and then they announced Watch Dogs, and that was huge. So they had like 4 or 5 big-ass IPs. I'm being told, yes, Splinter Cell's under there too. I mean, not Splinter Cell, excuse me, Tom Clancy. So Tom Clancy games at one point, right, were humongous. They were coming out with 1 million Tom Clancy games, and what happened to those, right? Like, literally everything they've done has been a failure for the last 10 years. Can you name one success, one big crushing success for Ubisoft in the last 10 years? I can't even think of a single one. Yeah, exactly. So 672 says it's concerning patterns for the top gaming companies who used to be Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA, Bungie. Sarah says, have you noticed most of the big developers are now struggling? Yes, I think what it is that gaming culture has changed. Gaming culture has exploded in the last decade. We've gone from it being a very more niche thing to a more accepted thing, to a more mainstream thing, to a huge, very popular thing. And when it becomes that big, now you have so much competition. Now you have so much eyeballs on the industry, right? Like now, for example, Skull and Bones. Previously, a game like that might have gone under the radar, come out, and no one would have said a word about it. But instead, because now we have so many eyes on this industry, we had people who all along were following the game and its foibles of development and all the things that went wrong. And then when it came out laughing and Yves Guillemot saying it's quadruple A, previously no one would have cared about that quote. Today, everyone fucking blows this guy up and like, you asshole, saying dumb shit like that, right? It's just a different time now. It is. It's completely different from how it used to be. Games a decade ago or more that were considered hits, today might release and become huge flops and failures. Just being honest. So, I guess we will see what happens with Ubisoft moving forward. Pretty sad. I received... Here's a troll. Just ignore them. Okay, never mind. I didn't receive anything. It was a moron. Okay, our next news story. This is actually our last news story of the day.
See, I don't know if that was... See, I don't think that was a super chat. See, I don't think it was a limb either. You know, I don't think it was a limb. Because I never saw... So, like, 13 minutes... Hold on. There is a way to find out, okay? There's a way to find out. Bear with me, okay? I am willing to investigate this, okay? I'm willing to investigate this very quickly.
They're saying.
Shut up, Phil. Shut up, lie, Phil. Don't. Why won't you shut up? 13 minutes. So. Was any super chats? Did any super chats come through on Phil's stream at this point in time that he felt compelled to lean? 13 more minutes ago. I don't think it. I'm not sure if it was. I think it was a tip that came in. Yeah. There was no super chats. It was a tip, which means he's not leaning in the tip. He's just ignoring that. He's not leaning a super chat and a person that fucking sent a super chat. He just ignored the tip because it's a troll tip. So there we go. There was no leaning ban because he doesn't know who sent the fucking tip, essentially. So there's nobody to ban.
It's actually a positive one, a crazy positive one. And the hilarious part about this story, about FromSoft, is because directly juxtaposed with the story we just did that Ubisoft is failing and is looking to sell to Tencent. Here's, on the flip side of that, here is FromSoft. From Software announces they're increasing base employee salaries by 11.8% in April of 2025. The starting salary will go from 260k to 300k yen monthly. We're working towards stable income and a rewarding work environment where our employees can apply themselves to development, right? Wait a minute. I don't understand. I'm very confused. When I'm listening to all the other game developers, they keep saying the industry's in a downward spiral, right? Oversaturation, over-expectation from the gamers. No one's satisfied with games anymore. It doesn't matter what they say and do or what they try to make. Their games just aren't selling anymore. They're the disaster, doom and gloom. The sky is falling. End of the world. Bad times. We got to get out of this industry. We got to sell. Microsoft says we're not even going to care about consoles anymore. We're just going to try to put everything out there on the cloud. You know, Ubisoft wants to sell to Tencent. Everyone's crying, right? Oh, it's a terrible industry. Awful.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Then why is FromSoft succeeding, winning, and increasing their salaries? right? So what's the direct difference between FromSoft and everyone else, right? We should think about this. Well, number one, does FromSoft pump out slop? Have you ever played a FromSoft title that felt rushed, felt like it didn't have that awesome control and attention put towards it, right? Do you ever play a FromSoft game and you're like, man, this was just a cash grab. You could tell they just pumped this fucker out to print some money, right? Did you ever play a game like that from FromSoft? I don't recall one, right? Did you ever see annual releases from FromSoft to the point where there's so many games coming out that it's hard to care about them all because it just feels like they just phoned it in rather than made a whole new game, right? Even the games that FromSoft make that people don't absolutely love are still good. For example, Armored Core 6 last year, right? People didn't universally praise it, but in general, people still liked it. I have never played an Armored Core game before. I liked it. I wasn't in love with it. It wasn't my Game of the Year contender, but I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good outing and it was worth my money, right? But that's the difference between FromSoft and everybody else. Everyone else said, we need to make money. We have to figure out how to make money first. Then we worry about the actual products we're pumping out, the quality, the cultural relevance, everything. But the money has to come. With FromSoft, every time they sit down, they say, we got to think of a really great game concept, right? And yes, a lot of their games have very similar concepts or shared concepts, but they want to make sure that what they're putting out is something relevant, something good, and something that their core audience is asking for, right? You had Elden Ring, big-ass game, add some new content in there, expands upon the formula that previously existed in FromSoft, namely Dark Souls, give the people what they want, and give them a hell of a lot of it. And people couldn't believe the amount of content that was in Elden Ring. Now, personally, I was critical. I did feel like a lot of it felt like it was too reused and padded. But still, the quality and the quantity was there, all right? Then you wait 2 years, and then finally, the expansion comes out. It's huge, it's valuable, it has new kinds of weapons, new kinds of bosses, reimagines parts of the game, new lore added. It's something everyone wanted. Did From Software, 6 months after Elden Ring, pump out a DLC pack that just added some skins and weapons and that was it? Did From Software have some kind of a subscription-based plan for Elden Ring where you would pay them monthly for season pass content? Right? Did they pump out 5 games within 2 years so it's oversaturated the market so much that no one cared about the next FromSoft game? I mean, here's the thing, is that these practices aren't rocket science. They're just not considered modern, right? The modern practice of get me that season pass, get me that games as a service model, get me 1 million DLCs, get me the rush game, that's relatively new. This didn't even exist until 5-10 years ago because now the internet can support it. It can support that level of distribution of digital content so frequently. Before that happened, these game developers had to work hard because they knew that what they were selling you was a retail disc, because now that's pretty much gone away, but they were selling you a retail disc. This was your product. You were going home with it, and you were going to have to be happy with it because you weren't going to get anything else for a long time, right? So they had to be sure that product was polished, that product was good quality, you know, had to hit on all levels to try to get good review scores.
I mean, if that was the case, then why did they make several fucking versions of Street Fighter 2? You know? So, nah, I mean, they didn't do it for every fucking game, Phil. Yeah, things are different these days compared to back in the fucking day, aye, but that's just the way it fucking goes. Some game developers will do well for sometimes, and some of them will fucking flop sometimes, just the fucking nature of the fucking beast. Not every single fucking game that these developers will fucking pump out will be a banger.
Word of mouth out there and people didn't buy the game. Today, because everything's instant digital gratification, these game developers have felt like they don't have to work like that anymore. Oh, pump out that piece of shit. Who cares if it works at launch? We'll just patch it after the fact. Just push it out so we get the initial pre-sales. Dude, how fucking hard do game companies ask for pre-sales now, right? Like every day. Be sure to pre-order. Get the hell out of here. What do you get for pre-ordering a game? Nothing. There are no physical copies anymore, or very few.
Phil, you pre-ordered Silent Hill early, so you can play it early. So, that's kind of a dumb thing to fucking say right now.
Everyone gets it digital. Why would you ever pre-order a digital game? It's so confusing, but again, it benefits.
Oh my god, why would you pre-order a digital game? Bruh. I mean, he breaks my tiny brain. He really does. I have nothing. Actually, hold on, is it? And for a lack of confused anger, let me just play this clip instead. What? That was a very loud Broside Phil being angry. Remember, guys, we'll live redirect to Broside Phil stream once we're done with Bingo.
Very few. Everyone gets it digital. Why would you ever pre-order a digital game? It's so confusing, but again, it benefits them, right? Oh man. Anyway, the way that I see it here is more companies need to look at what has worked in the last 10 to 15 years. Don't just look at the last 5 years. Because the problem is these companies are looking at the kind of exceptions to the rule. They're looking at GTA Online. They're looking at Fortnite, right? They're looking at these games that were kind of the exception. Even Epic Games didn't think Fortnite was going to be a big success. It was supposed to be a tower defense game. It wasn't until they jumped on the trend real fast and changed it around to be a battle royale game that it actually caught on with a kid-friendly audience, right? So these are not things to be taken as, here is your example of what to do to be successful. Instead, they have to go back to look at the tried and true successes, the companies that, you know, have big track records of why are they known as some of the biggest companies. Take a look at exactly what FromSoft is doing. Only release a game every 2 to 3 years. Make sure that that game is polished and full of content. Give the people what they want, including the fan service that they're craving, right? Then don't shove content down the throat. Don't nickel and dime the customer. Instead, give them meaningful expansions after the fact to hold them over until the next big FromSoft release comes out. I mean, right now, just think about how crazy this is.
So there is one slight risk for that sort of strategy. There's no fucking guarantees that the fucking product you spent years developing is going to fucking go down well and sell well. You are banking and hoping that the fucking thing you've been crafting together for so long is going to be a hit. And if it's not a fucking hit, you have nothing else to fucking go off to try and fucking bounce back from that for several years. So it's a very risky strategy from a game developer to basically fucking do a kind of one at a time kind of thing where it's like, we focus on one game and we spend years polishing this game to try and make it as good as possible, and there's no guarantees though it's going to go down, it's going to fucking sell well. Like, in theory, okay, Starfield in theory, when you think about it, it should have fucking been good. Right. Fallout in space, it's a good concept, you know, logically it should have worked very fucking well, but it didn't. You know, it's just, there's no guarantees. There's simply no guarantees. GTA Online, it was a ridiculously fucking massive success for Rockstar, and they probably had no idea it was going to be massively successful as it was, and yet it fucking was.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says, are you suggesting Cookie and Cream 2 would flop? I remember that reference. Didn't you make that reference last time? How there's a game that was made by... Fuck me. This is... Ira, can you educate me? Who was it? Ubisoft that made the fucking first Cookie and Cream game or something? I can't mind. Let me see if I can find it. Fuck it. Google. Random Google. Cookie and Cream game. The Adventures of Cookie and Cream, a video game.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Found it. So, yeah, this is what Ira was talking about. I suggesting Cookie and Cream 2 would flop. This was made by From Software. And when was it made? This was made in 2000. It was released in Japan December 7th, 2000. And apparently it didn't do too fucking well. Reception. Well, it generally received favourable reviews. 65 of 100. And the PS2 got 7800 in Metacritic. Jesus, man. I mean, to be fair, it's not the worst scores in the world. So yeah, there we go. Cookie and Cream 2. Mea Cream needed. Thank you very much as well to Kill Denison for the super chat, who says they should have used Halo or Star Wars lore. What, you mean Starfield? Wouldn't that be just... I mean, if you wanted Star Wars lore, then you just play a Star Wars game. You can just... Isn't that just what it is? I don't know, it's a weird one. I don't know, you get what I'm saying though, there's no guarantees in the video game industry. There's simply no guarantees. I was saying, oh, they should have fucking done better. I was like, aye, it's easy to fucking say that. Oh, they should have fucking made the game better. They should have tried to make the game more polished, whatever. You can... There's... Oh, for God's sake, it is easier said than done. Phil has no concept, no idea how much effort goes into fucking actually making a fucking video game. It's years and years and years of effort. Involving multiple people, multiple fucking teams usually, just fucking try to fine tune this product to be as perfect as fucking possible, and like they're hoping there's gonna be fucking no glitches whatsoever to fucking ruin the game. They're gonna be hoping there's no fucking things that'll break the fucking game. They'll fucking try and get this thing working as flawlessly as fucking possible. The bigger the company as well, the more stress the fucking people working in that game are under. Because the bigger the company, the more money involved in that company, and the more pressure it's on fucking people to fucking deliver and make sure it's a fucking good, smooth gaming experience, and it fucking looks great, and it plays great, and it fucking makes sense, and it flows good. Everything. But Phil has no idea. Phil's idea to make games better, just do better games. Don't do the old shit and do something cool and new. I mean, you ask Phil what he means by that, he has no answer because he has no ideas himself.
We know FromSoft is making a new game right now, correct? They're not just sitting there with their thumbs up their butts. They're making a new game. What game is it? We don't even know. We have no clue what they're cooking. Is it more Elden Ring? Is it Dark Souls? Is it Bloodborne? Is it Sekiro? Is it a totally new game franchise? We have no clue. But you know what? We don't need to know because they have a great track record. So it doesn't matter what they're making. People are still going to want to buy it and play it.
That is a very irresponsible mentality to have, in my opinion. You shouldn't just fucking buy a game because, oh, the last one was great, so I don't even need to fucking... What sort of fucking brain dead logic is that? Like, by all means, keep an eye out for a fucking new game they're developing, but don't just automatically assume it's gonna be a fucking slam dunk. That's naive as all hell.
Ubisoft, Bungie, Xbox, right? They've lost their name notoriety. EA, oh my god, EA, they have lost the ability that people will trust every game they put out because they pushed out too much slop for profit. They nickel and dimed too much. They got too greedy, right? They kept going for more. And when they did that, public trust degraded down to nothing. And now, when these games come out, people don't buy them on trust anymore. Gee, maybe if Ubisoft hadn't put out so many pieces of shit, someone might have bought Skull and Bones, right? But because they put out so much garbage, people don't trust the games anymore, and all these ones are flopping, right? FromSoft has not had a flop. Think about that. There's not been a flop. Their track record has been pristine for over a decade, and it's hit after hit, banger after banger, win after win. That's
Sam, I can guarantee it has. Sam saying, guessing he said this at some point in the past. There are so many examples down the fucking years of Phil flip-flopping his fucking opinions on these certain things. And sometimes they happen on the same goddamn fucking video and stream. But yeah, Phil is always Mr. fucking Contrarian, where he'll fucking say one thing one day, and he'll fucking change his mind entirely the next fucking day, and when you fucking point out to Phil, then you're some sort of fucking mentally ill fucking person who fucking stalks him and fucking, you know, you're paying attention to what I say, you're not allowed to do that. This is what I mean today, my opinions are allowed to change and all that shit. Aviga says he did it recently with a DLC. Big ups to Aviga, I'm glad you're awake.
Why they can give their employees across the board rewards. That's why they're a great company that everyone is applauding. This is why. It's not hard to figure out. The problem is, again, there's an entire echelon of people, a group of upper crust of people who don't think they have to have any accountability for their bad decisions or actions. So they don't even...
Phil, you don't think you deserve accountability for your bad decisions and actions?
Think that, oh, let's use FromSoftware as our example of greatness and try to emulate them. They just think, oh, well, we don't know what we're doing. I guess we'll just keep failing miserably and then go out on our golden parachutes, and then maybe we'll sell the company off and get a big payday at some point. Like, what? What the hell? That makes no sense to me at all, but that's how it is. So I'm happy to hear that FromSoft is doing great. I seriously am. But what's sad is that no one seems to understand that it is not a flopping industry. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to explain something to you right now, okay?
Because Phil's an expert in the fucking industry of video games because he plays them all the fucking time. So that means he knows exactly what goes on within the video game industry. This will be fucking good. Please, Phil Sensei, explain to us.
Video games are at a record high. Video games have more players than ever before. They're making more money than ever before. It is the most profitable industry in the world. It makes more money than movies, music, TV, and all other entertainment mediums combined. That's how big video games are. To have executives of video game companies coming out and saying, oh, we're in a slump, we're in a downward trend, is madness. It's the ultimate copium for their ultimately bad decisions. They are the ones who ran their companies into the ground, and they don't feel like they ever have to have responsibility for it. Why? Because they're so fucking rich, they've never taken responsibility for anything their entire lives, so why start now? They seem to be protected from any kind of repercussions, so why would they admit, oh, it's our fault, we screwed up? They have people in the same exact industry releasing games that are doing well and making insane profits, and the companies are expanding and rewarding the employees. Why is it that they can't do the same? Because the fucking management sucks. That's the only reason. FromSoft should be applauded, and all these other companies that are failing should be derided and called out. The management needs to be up the fuck out of there and get people with brains who understand the gaming industry in charge before it's too late. Do you want to see a gaming crash because these companies are so greedy and idiotic they don't know what they're doing? You know what I mean? Listen, industries thrive when there is competition. Understand that. We need to have EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, Microsoft Game Studios, Santa Monica, Rockstar. We need to have a lot of game studios because if we don't, there's no competition, there's no innovation.
But the thing is, though, Phil, EA will be perfectly fucking fine anyway because EA are fucking EA. They're going to fucking just replace, every fucking year they're fucking pumping the same fucking kind of FIFA game, although it's not called FIFA anymore. They now called it FC because FIFA said, nah, don't use our fucking name. And they'll pump it the same fucking Madden game, an NBA game. They're going to be fine. Every year they're going to fucking pump it the same titles which will fucking generate them bank. because of the fucking online aspects of that fucking game, which will fucking generate the money. They'll print fucking money. That's every year EA are fucking, that's their Christmas sorted, you know? Especially with fucking, you know, the Ultimate Team shit, you know what I mean, and the FC stuff, and FIFA stuff or whatever, yeah. All that crap. So, Phil, your companies can be successful. I mean, look at Rockstar. Rockstar became massively fucking successful because of one aspect and a part of one game. You know, GTA Online was a fucking juggernaut for them, and a huge cash cow for them, and there was demand for it, so they kept fucking, so, you know, they kept fucking, you know, leaning into that. Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, it's... Oh, you don't have a clue how the gaming industry fucking operates and works. Oh, get better people. Phil's solution to save the gaming industry is get better people. That's his idea. Get better people. Like who, Phil? Do we get Justin Wong in charge of Capcom?
Just get stagnant, right? And now you hear Ubisoft wants to sell, and this company is failing. Xbox wants to get out of the games game. It's like, what? No, stop. Instead of that, fire the fucking people who suck and get people in there who know how to run things. I don't understand why they wouldn't get people who are like previous game developers or heads of game studios or people. You know, there's people out there who are intelligent who could do things right. Why do you get the people who are dummies in charge? It's mind-numbingly stupid. But maybe what it is just total ignorance. Everyone is just so ignorant who controls these companies. They don't even understand what's going on, right? I don't know. It drives me nuts. I love video games. It's my job as well as my hobby, right? I'm 16-year gaming YouTuber and climbing because now actually we're heading into year 17, if you can believe it. September was my 16th anniversary, so now we're heading into my 17th year being a gaming YouTuber. And to see the industry acting like this, like little babies, and, oh, the industry's falling apart. No, it's not. You're just an idiot. And you just will not account for the bad things you've done, right? But then FromSoft's doing good, so there's the thing. If there was no success stories, then you could argue, all right, well, I see what's going on. It is the industry that's falling apart. But there's success stories. So it ain't what they're saying. That's their copium for the bad things they've done, and it needs to change. I don't think that Ubisoft selling to Tencent is the solution here. Just saying. Okay, well, folks, I've covered the topics that I wanted to cover here on the podcast. So now we have a little bit of extra time, about 10, 15 minutes. I'd like to hear what you guys want to talk about. Tag me in the chat.
I'm predicting we're going to get a beg here. My beg radar has gone off.
Let's talk a little bit about whatever you want. And also, you know, contributions wise,
give me your
let's
money,
get it going.
give me your money.
Miss Margles with the only super chat of the day, $2, and Perry the White.
How can I always tell? How is it I always know? How is it I always know? I can sense the beg coming. Well, to be fair, I think we could all sense that fucking beg coming. I think we all saw it. You don't need to be fucking Mystic Meg to fucking saw that beg coming.
$5 tip. Let's get some people to top those right now. Let's take a look at how we're doing on the stream. 81 likes. Let's get that up to 100 likes, if you would, please. That would help this channel a lot for engagement purposes. And thank you, Perry, for those gifted memberships earlier. All right. What does everyone want to talk about? Before we adjourn the show and we head over to play more of the Metaphor demo, what's on everyone's mind?
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about the price of cheese in Asda. You know, how about that? How's a random topic out of fucking left field, Phil? Are you a cheddar man? Or are you all about that Gouda?
17 years of gaming is amazing. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. Like, I keep forgetting. Like, I
felt 17 years of gaming is amazing. Bitch, please. I've been playing goddamn video games since I was like fucking 5 or 6 or whatever. I've been gaming for like almost 30 years. I don't understand. But 17 years is amazing. Wow. Aviga's asking, did I mention Piece of Peace get a membership? He mentioned fake memberships from last night. Although that was on last night's stream I had because we only watched it at the start. But I don't recall him mentioning Piece of Peace. So Piece of Peace has a membership to DSP Gaming. Oh my. Jesus Christ. I've been making content on fucking YouTube for a long fucking time as well. Across multiple different channels. You know, just it's the way it fucking goes. Perry gave a membership. Not Perry the White. How dare Perry the White do that? Oh no.
I had my 15-year anniversary a year and a half ago. Holy shit.
Who fucking cares?
Time just flies. I can't believe I'm entering year 17 right now. Tell the 360 story you mentioned the other night. I have no idea what you're talking about, Brian.
Why could you not have said, what the fuck are you talking about instead?
Oh, I know, Ad the Gamer. Here's the thing. I don't want to give it attention. Because if you give that attention, for those who don't know what he's talking about, that's on purpose. So basically, there's been some malicious things happening with my trolls and detractors recently. It's really unhinged behavior. It's actually insane behavior, what they're doing at this point. I'm not going to give it the attention that they want. I refuse. There's no point. Because that way, they wasted their time and money on it. So I'm not going to talk about it. And the best policy is to not address it. And if we see it happening, just let everyone know. I'll put up a pin message. Hey, everyone's happening again. Just ignore it. It's all good.
So I think he's talking about the Viewbotting stuff or whatever, which happens to fill every single year, this time of year. So, yeah. The Viewbotting stuff. I still don't understand how the hell the detractors benefit from Viewbotting Phil, because that doesn't make sense. What is it that Phil said? Hold on. Let me remind it.
Because if you... Oh, I know, Ad the Gamer. Here's the thing.
Ad the Gamer, okay. The guy who's called Ad the Gamer. He messaged Phil about 13 minutes ago. Let's go back to Raw Phil and see what the message was, shall we? Raw Phil, give me your stream. Let me go back 13 minutes.
Certainly, I have...
So, Ad the Gamer. Miss Sparkles, Parasolo. Is it happening here? Brian Daneke.
Not going to make much money if this trend continues. So, I don't know. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it
it's
happening?
above average, but man, the bad...
No, maybe I'm fucking too far. Hold on. Let's rewind it some more.
To have that level of variety is a good thing.
I don't think... Damn it, I made it back for that.
You know, contributions-wise, let's get it going. Miss Sparkles with the only super chat of the day.
Hold on, maybe in here then. Maybe in here.
Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. 17 years of gaming is amazing. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy.
Who fucking cares? Although I found the right section. Ad the Gamer said, I can't believe someone spent that much money last night to have over 100k viewbots. That was a message. I knew about viewbots. And Ad the Gamer says, I can't believe someone spent that much money last night to have over 100k viewbots. I don't understand why detractors would do this if it wouldn't hurt Phil whatsoever. Because I don't understand the situation where Phil gets hurt by having over 100,000 viewers on a stream. Like, how is that a win? How could it ever possibly be a win for detractors? Because Phil cannot be held liable for that, because how the hell could he be? There is no evidence whatsoever linking Phil Burnell doing these things and setting these things up on his streams. There's nothing, there's no smoking gun here. So Phil can just claim, then Phil can just claim ignorance and say, I've got no idea what this is about, and YouTube have no choice but to accept that. I know it does is help Phil's fucking streams, because also if someone's watching Phil's streams or trying to browse other live streams and they see that Phil's gaming stream has over 100,000 viewers right now, that's going to attract a lot more neutrals to see what's going on. And the more attended a stream is, the more popular a stream is, the more eyes it will have on it, and more people will go along to it thinking, I wonder if anything good is happening here. So really, it makes no sense for Phil to try and blame the detractors when there's no real win here for detractors, no matter how you spin it. It is more logical, it is far more logical, that Phil Burnell or one of his fans are responsible for the Viewbotting to try and help out his channel when it comes to engagement. That is the more plausible, likely scenario. Because literally is no... Trying to spin it some sort of detractor op makes no goddamn sense to me whatsoever, because nothing... Phil is not in any danger whatsoever. Like, if Phil's getting viewbotted, he can just claim, ignorance, and that's it. That's all it is to it. So that's what the message was. Phil getting viewbotted, and Phil's like, yeah, let's not bring attention to it, let's not raise that subject.
No idea what you're talking about, Brian. Oh, I know, Ad the Gamer. Here's the thing. I don't want to give it attention, because if you give that attention, for those who don't know what he's talking about, that's on purpose. So basically, there's been some malicious things happening with my trolls and detractors recently. It's really unhinged behavior. It's actually insane behavior, what they're doing at this point.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm not going to give it the attention that they want. I refuse. There's no point. Because that way, they wasted their time and money on it. So I'm not going to talk about it. And the best policy is to not address it. And if we see it happening, just let everyone know. I'll put up a pin message. Hey, everyone's happening again. Just ignore it. It's all good. Okay? Truffles, I've already given that opinion. He says, what's your opinion on Rockstar milking GTA 5 and barely making any new games? It's just sad. All right? It's sad because Rockstar was known as a company that innovated, right?
Well, look. I think is it a shame we missed out on some potential new games like Bully 2? Absolutely. Definitely a big fucking shame. But there's something to be commended for a game developer to constantly listen to their audience and give their audience what they want. You know? GTA Online had a lot of demand for DLC, and so Rockstar listened to them and gave their fucking audience what they wanted. They made bank doing it, but if it wasn't demand for it, they wouldn't have made bank. It's as simple as that, you know? Supply and demand. So there's, you know, Rockstar, you know, capitalised in that situation because they had something which people wanted, and so they kept giving people what they wanted. But it's a shame, though, obviously we didn't get fucking new games of it, but at the same time, people were given what they wanted anyway at a time, if that makes sense.
Think about the games that Rockstar put out over the years. You had driving games, right? Didn't they make Midnight Club or something like that? They had, like, Bully. They had the GTA series. They had Max Payne that they had bought with Max Payne 3. They had a ping pong game, right? They had all these different games under their umbrella, and there was creativity coming out of that studio like crazy. And then all of a sudden, they just decide, because GTA 5 has an online mode that catches on, and I'll be honest with you, I think it was inadvertent. I don't think they'd intended that online mode was going to take off the way it did.
Naturally, well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. You know, up until that point, I mean, obviously GTA 4 had online mode, you know what I mean? And it was kind of fun to an extent, you know what I mean? But it wasn't massively popular. It was okay. But GTA 5 online mode, that fucking shit was a juggernaut. That was just fucking insane how big that took off. And yeah, if you get asked, so about Red Dead. Red Dead, obviously one of my favourite game franchises of all time, Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. Love them to fucking bits. You guys know my fucking feeling Red Dead 2. Like, I can just boot that shit up any time and just get myself lost in it. It's such a wonderful world that Rockstar created. That is the one thing Rockstar probably do better than any other game developer out there. They are just so good at crafting these fucking worlds. Even GTA 5, to be fair. You play that shit in single player, you just walk around. It is quite immersive, you know? Not as immersive as fucking doing it in Red Dead, you know? But it's still quite a fun experience just to fucking experience the game and the people and the atmosphere and just if you just slow down and just acknowledge the world around you in the game, and it's a living world you're in, it feels like, you know? But yeah, Rockstar are fantastic at doing that sort of shit.
But it basically became this big thing with role-playing, right? People now, they modded it and they started doing role-playing with it, and the next thing you know, they want to benefit from it, so they jump on that bandwagon of what people are liking about it or whatever. And the way I see it, again, that's a case in point, a company that didn't care about how they affected culture or what they put out as long as it made money, right? They very well could have continued to work on GTA 5 online and then also made other games. They just did not care. They knew that GTA 5 online was printing them money, so they said, we're just going to work on what prints money, right? Guys, imagine this. Imagine if here in my content, I literally only play viral games and I only did drama content. That's all I did. Imagine if today I didn't do any news on my show because I said, man, news doesn't print me money. I only made $10 today, right? On the podcast.
I'm counting as a bag.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
So I'm just never going to do any meaningful news ever again because obviously it's not printing money, right? Imagine that. Imagine if I just said, from now on, I will never cover any game where I don't have above 400 viewers and I'm not making $100 that stream.
Phil, that's exactly what fucking happens. We don't get the fucking money to play the game, you fucking drop the game, you wage quit it. We have a term for it.
Things would be a little different around here, don't you think? Basically, I would lose all of my core fan base. Everyone would leave. I would only have people coming in who are more like meme watchers, right? People who are here for drama, people who are just here for the big stuff. I wouldn't have that meaningful content feeling anymore, right? In reality, I balance what I do for a reason. Yes, I will play the popular games. Yes, I will do some drama content here or there. But that's not going to be the end-all be-all of me, because at the end of the day, I want to feel like what you watched added some meaning to your life, maybe informed you, maybe you got something good. You know what I'm saying? To have that level of variety is a good thing. But instead, you know, Rockstar, opposite philosophy. The moment that they found the game for them that was going to be the money printer, sink all resources into it and dump all other efforts. Cancel Bully 2, cancel all the story DLCs that we've already almost finished for GTA 5. They almost...
That was cash. To be fair, there was meant to be some DLCs for single player for GTA 5, and that shit never materialised. That was kind of like fucking scummy on Rockstar's part, because that shit was promised to people, you know. When a game came out, there was meant to be some expansion DLC for a single player. And instead they kind of converted it towards the multiplayer instead. And people are saying, screenshot of this. Screenshot of this particular hand gesture. Can we get a smoother hand? Like that. What was that? I'm trying to get teeth and not bloody fingers. There we go. That might work well. That'll do. We'll go with this particular frame, I think. We have had some robust pauses today, I must say. I'll go through the collection very quickly once we get this background removed. This is our third pause of the day. Jesus, man. Let me throw that in the member Discord and the members can have all sorts of unspeakable fun with it. And speaking of which, Tacozilla. So Tacozilla turned this. Tacozilla turned this image. And he created Count Dentula.
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tip skull on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to?
Yeah. I'm just letting this sink in. I'm just letting this sink in, guys. Count Dentula. How do you make it fit so well? I don't get it. It's like, I'm trying to study this picture and think, have you moved anything in particular? Are the arms unique? It's just like, I don't understand. Oh, for God's sake. It's a kid's costume and it fits Phil perfectly. Bloody hell. But yeah, we have had some robust images, I must say. If we go, so we had that one, you know, which Tacozilla did something creative with. We had this bizarre image where Phil's offended it can't eat the entire fucking large pizza all to herself in one bite. And then we've got this Phil Burnell basically holding up a fake wad of cash. I think that's the hand gesture Phil's going for here. The fake wad of cash in his hand. Let's see if that is indeed the case.
First, cancel Bully 2, cancel all the story DLCs that we've already almost finished for GTA 5. They almost finished them. They had all the voice work done. They had the mocap done. They had the game assets developed. But they canceled them almost at the finish line so that they could pump out more meaningless content for GTA Online because it made more money.
Get the fuck out of here!
Lady Charisma says, what about Larian Studios and Baldur's Gate 3? Exactly. You see Larian pumping out content for Baldur's Gate 3 right now? Man, that season pass has really been profitable for them, hasn't it? Right? Really? I know.
So when Phil focuses on doing things only for money, and he abandons all sorts of fucking things, like DSP tries it, Phil abandoned it because it wasn't making him much fucking money anymore. Purely Chicken with a Kang abandoned because Phil didn't really fucking get much money for it. Game. So all these things that Phil used to fucking do back in the fucking day. Oh, I'm going to unbox a fucking game. I'm going to fucking review a fucking game for you or whatever and all that shit. I'm going to do all special content for you. I'm going to fucking try as fast food for you and all that shit. All this special, meaningful content. Movie reviews. Remember that shit? I'm going to fucking review movies. I'm going to review TV shows for you guys. All this shit abandoned for money. Because Phil was not making the money he thinks he deserves to fucking get for creating these fucking things. So when Phil makes decisions on a financial basis or whatever for his business, that's allowed. But when Rockstar do it, it's scummy. So yeah, I guess only Phil is allowed to be a fucking greedy bastard. Just Sizemore says, why is he mad? Didn't he say just yesterday that he can't play whatever he wants because those games aren't profitable? Exactly. One rule for thee, another for re.
Well, it could have been in the last decade. A decade of GTA Online only and reselling GTA 5. We could have had probably GTA 6. We probably could have had Bully 2, 3 story expansions for GTA 5, and they probably would have made other content too. Maybe they would have revived Max Payne, they would have done all these things. But no.
But there's no guarantees those games are doing fucking good though. Look, I'd love a Bully 2. The original Bully game, fantastic. I fucking love the Bully game and the story and all that shit and the fucking world they created and all, you know. Bully is a fucking amazing game. There's no guarantee a second game would be a big hit. It is a lot to live up to. So, you're assuming it would have been a good game. Why? Because the first one was good? That's not how this works, Phil.
Instead, we just get GTA Online, which is only for a select group of people who just happen to have big wallets, right? The big walleted people who want to keep sinking money into this role-playing community. And that's enough for them. Well, good for you, but what happens is you fall out of relevance. Now, with GTA 6, this is going to be interesting to see. I do think it'll sell like crazy. I believe that. But my wonder is, can they pump out a game in GTA 6 that's actually really good? Guys, they haven't put out a game in over a decade. You realize that, right? Like, the only game that they put out was Red Dead Redemption 2, and the only reason they even put that out is because it was so far into development when GTA Online dropped, they weren't going to cancel it.
And it's one of the best games ever fucking made, in my opinion. Look, GTA 6 being a flop is a possibility. A lot of game developers that worked on the previous GTA titles, you know, some were there for a long time, since like Vice City or whatever, and all that shit, you know what I mean?
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
And a lot of them have left now. Thank you very much to Pam Solo for popping their 12-month bingo Barry Measure message, saying big ups Jad to a year of memberships and here's to another year of bingoing. Gwet fucked Phil, you cunt. Let me see if I got a Scottish sound clip that'll fucking sound like that.
This is the fucking Shawshank.
Nah. Nah.
This is the fucking show.
Nah.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
That's what I was looking for. Close enough. it's not Gwet fucked Phil, you cunt, but it's close enough. Shut the fuck up, you cunt. that was a Begbie from Trainspotting saying that, in case you guys weren't aware. Very angry character in that in that film. But yeah, so yeah, thank you Pam Solo, thank you very much for being a member, you know, and yeah, I'm glad you're still around and glad you're enjoying the content. But what was I saying before I got distracted? What was I saying? Oh yeah, the people that worked, a lot of people that were there for Rockstar North and developing these games, these GTA titles, a lot of them have gone now, including like the top people. Like is it Dan Houser is gone? Or whatever, he's fucking gone now, isn't he? You know? So, like a lot of these kind of prominent people, the people that wrote the scripts or whatever to the games, and the writers as well, whatever, that worked on these titles that have been there for a long fucking time, a lot of them have decided to move the fuck on, which means there's a lot of pressure on GTA 6, obviously, to try and, like, I'm not expecting GTA 6 to be the same success as GTA 5 was, you know, in terms of online. Come the fuck in and
fuck the fuck off.
But yeah, I mean, you're expecting things you expect from GTA games are things like an incredibly immersive world, a very robust single player experience, you know, because of the games or whatever, especially the story mode of the games. The stories have always been fucking quite a big selling point in these Rockstar titles with GTA's San Andreas, for example. You had fucking Samuel Jackson playing the fucking corrupt cop and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you had all these fucking other celebrity fucking voices fucking lending their talents to the fucking game, you know? And it's just like, you know, this kind of fucking crazy shit going on, you know? And the stories are fucking great, you know. GTA 4, and the story in GTA 4 was a bit weak in my opinion. It's a very unpopular opinion, but I wasn't a big fan of the story in GTA 4. I thought it was a bit lackluster. But it's still a fantastic game though. I loved playing the fucking game, don't get me wrong. There's some amazing missions in that game as well. But yeah, GTA, so Rockstar have always been good at developing these games, especially from a single player experience and making them fun, enjoyable single player games. But naturally the expectation is going to be, can they have GTA 6 online be as amazing as GTA 5 online? So who fucking knows. But thank you to Aviga for popping a 12-month bingo Barry membership message saying, wasting my life away at bingo again. Red Dent Big Demption is Phil's favourite game along with the predatory WWE champions. Aviga, I'm just glad that these bingo streams have helped you fucking sleep very well these last 12 months, because we all know very well that nothing puts your ass asleep quite like a good old robust bingo stream. So I'm glad you're still here as a member, pal, you know what I mean? And yes, it's always fun derailing your ass any chance I get when you're streaming. But yeah, I think it's been twice now. Like literally, I think it's been twice that Aviga fell asleep during bingo when I was a guest, you know, which is it's fun, it's cute. And Peter P streams help me sleep as well, yeah. Also, Aviga does lend some soundboard things sometimes, like
move this man!
That was an Aviga contribution right there, that one there, so that's on a soundboard now, so there we go. Big up to Aviga and his robust streaming antics. Anyway, let's crack on with bingo.
Anything else they cancel. I wonder if they even have the ability to put out something that's going to be worth playing. Quite honest, I don't know. I hope GTA 6 is good. Listen, I want it to be good. I want it to be great graphics, amazing story, groundbreaking stuff. I want it to be. But I don't want to buy GTA 6, play through a 20-hour campaign that feels like an afterthought, and then have to say, oh, well, GTA Online is the meat, go play GTA Online instead. Because that's what made the...
Usually there is a long time between the single player being available and the online being available. Also, god damn it, stop making faces. Stop making faces that are fucking weird. They fucking... I'm not looking. I am not looking for these. They just happen. I pause and they exist. And God's sake, Phil. I'm not after these. I'm really not after these, and yet we're getting them. Let me throw in the memory card. Hold on. There we go. What they fill in his weird ass faces.
Money, right? I hope they haven't changed their shift. You know what I'm saying? Really. It sucks. I hope that they haven't lost their way, but you got to get nervous about it, right? You really do. Let's see here.
And I'll be honest, guys, I'm kind of nervous about GTA 6 because it's a massive thing. Obviously, GTA 5, the success it was, the massive amount of time in between GTA 5 and GTA 6 coming out, the expectations, the pressures, the demands, and also the massive changeover in staff since GTA 5 and 6 have, different people are involved in the project. Yeah, I'm nervous. GTA is a very special thing for me. It's like, separate from just being a fucking game or whatever, I feel a sense of pride when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto. The game was born, remember, in Scotland. The game was created in Scotland, in a small wee office in Dundee where Rockstar North was fucking based. You know, the game fucking came to life there. And it happened to a sheer fucking dumb luck and accidental opportunity. They tried to fucking program... They're trying to make some sort of cops and robber simulator. Kinda. And they programmed it so, shit, the cops are psychotic and are trying to kill you. And it's like, oh my god. And so they kind of thought, that's actually kind of fun. This unintentional thing we made fucking happen in the game, where the cops are actually fucking trying to go crazy and try to stop you. That's a kind of fun mechanic. Let's try and build a game around that. And so it turned out let's just fucking make a top-down view where you're a fucking criminal and you fucking just... Obviously, the first couple of games, they were successful, but, wasn't fucking much to them, But then GTA 3, the PlayStation 2 hit, and that changed everything. You had fucking GTA, but you had the fucking real, it's a 3D environment, and it just changed everything. It really did. It's actually impressive that the first GTA games, like GTA 1 and 2, was so popular because, it's a PlayStation game, but it's a top-down view, you know what I mean? It's like, are people really going to fucking like that or whatever, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But yeah, and then GTA 3 came out and it was insane, and it just fucking grew arms and legs as well, you know what I mean? Vice City and San Andreas, and then you had the upgraded version as well. You had GTA 4, and that was insane as well. Just looked better, played better, and just everything just grew arms and legs, you know what I mean? But it all came, and it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I've seen this game start. I still remember reading about the game in development in like the official UK PlayStation magazine. It was a random wee thing, There's a wee page. There used to exist a page on that magazine, a map of the UK, okay? And it was like, oh, in this part of the country, this game developer is developing this game, and this game developer's over here developing that game. And it would usually be like wee English studios or whatever, but it would rarely be Scottish studios appearing on this map. But lo and behold, one time, this was in the east of Scotland, in Dundee, oh, people are making a game, and they're calling it Grand Theft Auto. That sounds interesting. And it's just fucking, the fucking journey it's been on is incredible. But yeah, I feel like I've got some emotional investment in the game because I've spent years I've played every iteration of the game essentially. I've not played the Vice, Liberty City stories and the Vice City stories. I've seen those games. I've not played them, but I've seen those games. But I played the original Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. I played the expansion pack Grand Theft Auto London. I remember that shit as well. That was fucking bizarre. The Austin Powers kind of car, you know what I mean? That fucking shit was in there, But yeah, I've spent a long time playing these games. For most of the games anyway that have came out, and it's all been pretty good. Didn't play Chinatown Wars, no. So I've not played all of them, But I've seen some of them, no. But yeah, and Vice City is a game I still go back to all the time. I have spent literally hundreds of hours playing Vice City. That's just, I have spent an ungodly amount of time playing Vice City. Although that's because I was trying to get good stunts.
From Jokester, it took me $2 and says, I found out Joker 2 is a musical. What's your opinion on musicals? Are you a fan? I used to like some musicals when I was a kid, like West Side Story, Grease, that kind of stuff. But I haven't seen that many. I used to get exposed to some, like Singing in the Rain and stuff like that. My mom used to like Fred Astaire musicals and stuff, so I saw some of them as a kid. But I don't really think I've really seen that many to make a judgment. Certainly, I haven't seen any or many modern musicals. Like, I think that the most popular one of recent note was that La La Land. I never saw that one. And I don't know anything about Joker 2. Joker 1, I really liked. Saw it years after it had been out, and I really enjoyed it. But apparently, for what I'm hearing, Joker 2 is not doing well at all. That Joker 2 is a completely different kind of movie. You can tell they wanted to try to do something different. Maybe even to stick it to certain groups of people, which I don't think is a good idea to make a movie, say, stick it to people. I think that's pretty dumb. And if that's the case, perhaps it was a horrible misstep, because I've heard that the critics have said it's terrible. The viewers are saying it's terrible. Because sometimes you'll have this disagreement, especially with you know, comic book-centric movies, right? They can basically be like, well, you know, they get panned by the critics, but the viewers really like them, so it doesn't matter because they make a lot of money. In this case, Joker 2 is the opposite, where the critics don't like it. Oh, by the way, the audiences are also saying it sucks, and it's not going to make much money if this trend continues. So I don't know. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? But people are not liking it very much, supposedly.
I mean, it's one of those things where the first one was a surprisingly solid movie, you know? And, yeah, maybe, although as good as the first one was, maybe it wasn't as... Maybe it was more successful than it should have been, the first one. I don't think we needed a second Joker movie. I don't think it was... We've seen the Joker's creation, you know, this is meant to be the Joker origin story. And we kind of got there towards the end, didn't we? We've seen his tipping point, kind of the breaking point. You know, so, I don't know. The first one is definitely is worth watching. BTC didn't see the first one, not going to see, so I would recommend watching the first one at some point. It's definitely worth a watch, put it that way. You know, it's like, I would recommend giving it a try. The first one, for sure. It's a fascinating kind of movie, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Lady Gaga as well, starring, you know, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I was, what was that fucking movie she done quite well in? With, what's his name? Fucking... A Star is Born or whatever. She was actually surprisingly solid in that, you know. So yeah, that's one of those things where you don't expect much from fucking you know, music people in these kind of movies. But yeah, in that case, that movie was actually okay. So who knows? I'm willing to give it a chance, put it that way. But yeah, I've not heard a lot of good things though, so I'm not optimistic.
Citrus-san saw it and says, it's above average, but man, the bad parts of it really stand out. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you get that vibe, like the Joker movie, the Joaquin Phoenix, right? Joker movie is not the comic book Joker. It's a completely new character. And that character is very scary and terrifying and entertaining to watch. But it ain't the comic book Joker.
I thought the comic book Joker was also scary and terrifying. I mean, I'm not really clued up on the lore of it all, but I thought that on the kind of bird's eye feather, essentially. Just with different kind of nuances or whatever, I don't know. the Joaquin Phoenix. Dark Angel Storm says, I've seen both. I say stay with the first Joker film. The second one all over the place, didn't know what film it wanted to be. There we go. That's an interesting take on it for sure.
You know, and so what that begs the question is this, right? If it's not the comic book Joker, and also it's not the Joker from the recent Batman franchise, because they have their own Joker that they're going to be, you know, working on, then why does it have Harley Quinn sequel? Well, if it's not the Joker from the DC universe that we know, then why does it have to have another character from the DC universe that we know in it? Why did they have to go for the lowest common denominator of put the name drop character in there that's been in 17 other movies and franchises recently, all of which failed? I mean, can I reiterate? Suicide Squad, the other Suicide Squad, and Birds of Prey all fucking have failed. So why do we think we need Harley Quinn in this movie? I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't know. Anyway, all right, guys. We have to adjourn. All right, we have to adjourn because we have had a good time here, but I do need to play more of the Metaphor demo. The way that people are explaining to me, this demo is that it might take 2 more streams to finish it. The demo is that long. We're in an optional dungeon right now that we just kind of started, and it looks like it's going to take a while to get through it. We may have to do some big resource management to get through it.
Who fucking cares?
And if that's the case, you know, maybe a big chunk, if not the whole stream today, and then we have the finale, which is another dungeon. So, yeah. So we got to get to it. All right, guys? And I thank you all. Now, remember, the way I'm doing this is this stream will now end, but you will get a pop-up that says, hey, go over to the other stream. That's where the action is. I hope you'll join me. You know, we had almost 400 viewers for this podcast, and I appreciate that. I hope that we'll continue over to the Metaphor stream. Here's the thing. Metaphor is very chill. We're going to have a nice, chill, interactive stream. If you're looking to hang out with me and have conversation while I'm playing a game, especially because I'm going to be in a dungeon, this is the stream for it. Okay? Don't think, oh, he's going to play a game that's boring. No, it's going to be a social stream. That's the point. Like, that's what makes RPGs work, is having that social aspect. So I want you guys to come along and come hang out with me. Okay? We can continue a lot of these conversations we just had while I'm playing the game. All right? So thank you guys so much. Great show today. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I hope that you'll come over for Metaphor. Remember, I'm also doing the NBC Collection on Friday Night Fights tonight and tomorrow. Return to Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster with Silent Hill 2 Remake premiering on Sunday. Thank you all. See you later, and it's out. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get set up here, shall we? Welcome to Whoop Whoop. I need to grab the controller and sync it. And here's what we'll do. I'll end the stream. I'll send you guys over to the other stream. I'll get the stream started with some music. I'll do the setup stuff behind the scenes. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, because I have to use the bathroom. And then we will begin. We'll do about 3 hours of Metaphor and see how it takes us. Again, I hope that you guys will stick around and hang out with me, because it will be a great stream of chill interaction and fun. It's not just about the game. It's about us having a good social time while I play it, okay? All right, guys, I'll be back in a few. Thanks, and I'll see you over on the Metaphor stream.
I counted that as a beg. I'm still counting it as a fucking beg. Screw it. Because you'll beg it at least one more time anyway, because it was, yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to end it there. And that means we can basically just go to his channel and go to our stream and rewind it.
Blade's Edge!
Shut up! And we go back to when he starts talking, which is fuck knows when. Not then. That's still shitey music. When's he starting talking? No, not there either. Not there either. Not there either. God damn it, stop talking. Oh, have I got it? Have I found
Okay,
it?
guys, I'm here. Just got to grab my controller.
Hooray,
and
the
then
music
we can
stopped.
start with Metaphor.
Jesus, this is normal speed. This is normal speed DSP. No, we can't have that. Hold on. 1.75. Fuck it. That time really go.
And let's do it. Hold on, let me go get the controller. Again, I think the camera's already in the right position. I need to move it up slightly, but I think we'll be good. All right, someone's complaining about having to wait so long. Yes, I had to take a dump. I'm sorry that I'm human, and I process waste like a normal human. I just did a giant podcast, 2 hours on stream. I had to use the...
Phil, you take a fucking bathroom break before you fucking go live. So, Phil was away for 17 minutes since the stream went live. So, yeah, Phil had a 17-minute break, at least. And he's blaming that on having to defecate. If Phil, if you're having problems passing your bowel movements, then you might want to consult a physician about that, because that's not normal. It's not normal human behaviour to fucking spend 10 minutes desperately trying to squeeze out a crap.
Bathroom before I now play almost 3 hours of games. It kind of makes sense to do that, right? Sorry that, nature calls. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here!
Cyber begging. That's all that is. Just rattling a little tin cup to the entire world.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Scotland forever!
Got my controller. See? Boot her up. I think this game had low volume, did it not? I think I remember having very low volume. We had to like pump it up in order to hear it properly, right? Find out. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the Metaphor demo. As you know, it's an incredibly long demo. Now we're starting.
Wait, is he recording? Did he just fucking jump straight into recording?
Find out. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the Metaphor demo.
No, he's not recording. He didn't even press a fucking button. He's just sitting there picking his fucking head and then just said that. Nah, he's not recording yet.
Find out. Welcome everyone, welcome back to the Metaphor demo. As you know, it's an incredibly long demo. Now we're starting off in a dungeon this morning. We had to just access this optional dungeon, and it's gonna be tough. Like it's a lengthy dungeon. For them to understand. What happened? Here, I want this one. It's a lengthy optional dungeon, and so we need to go through it and do a lot of combat and everything. So what I would say is, guys, this is a great opportunity today if you want to hang out with me and just talk and chat while I play, as opposed to it being, mostly focused on the gameplay. I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I think we're gonna be chilling a lot and talking and enjoying. Okay, let's make it a social stream as well as a gameplay stream, shall we? What's up, Jade? Welcome. Welcome to everyone. Do they sell Burst worldwide or just in the US? I don't drink Burst, so I can't answer that for you. Sorry, I've never drank Burst, I don't think. I've heard of it, but I've never tasted it, actually. Okay, so how does it sound? Too low? Maybe a little louder. You guys tell me how this sounds when we get into combat, okay?
We can't hear you, Phil.
Shattered Yokai says, as a warning, I did this dungeon, healer and major, at a disadvantage, and you'll see why. Oh, so far I haven't been, but maybe that will happen, and I guess we'll have to find out.
Holy
we should always
shit,
come back and
Phil.
change the archetype here, correct? Yak Almighty says, you got this game, do you think you'll finish it before Pirate Yakuza? I don't know. Lower, I think it's too loud? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Because again, if it's really 100 hours, the good news is, right now, excuse me, right now we're over 7 hours into it, like 7.5 hours into the demo. After this, and maybe even another stream, it might be like 10 or more, right? So definitely I'm thinking we'll be a good chunk into it. Even if it's 100 hours, maybe we only have like 80 left. And if you do the math, and I'm playing like 4 hours a week on night streams, right? So 16 hours a month, that's gonna be like 5 months, right? So I don't know. Good question, honestly. I can't really answer, right? Okay, here we go. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Metaphor.
Now he's recording for a shitey fucking content, and that's going to bring an end to the bingo. We had 2 free spaces for the bingo card, but it doesn't really matter because we're still been away. I might have to reevaluate this particular square here, the $150+, because the massive amount of support he was getting from the Kino guys seems to have fucking massively, fallen off. So I might have to fucking knock this down by several hundred fucking dollars. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see, I guess, this particular square. But yeah, Phil didn't say addition or do siege mode. If he banned people, he didn't fucking say he was banning people. Didn't mention his day off. Didn't say this thing either, yeah, quite a lot of things were not said, so remember though, it's not my fault. We can blame Petitson because they picked the bingo card, so fucking yeah, boo, sucks to them, I guess. Anyway, let's take off 2 squares just randomly. Let's just get Phil's face filled in a bit.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Phil Burnell or Ricky Gervais who's put on weight. Who knows. But yeah. David says I thought about counting the voice crack and the weird sounded. It wasn't a voice crack though, was it? It was just him making a weird fucking noise. I don't think it was a voice crack though, was it? It was just him being awfully confusing and odd. So nah. But even if it did fucking count it, then it doesn't really make a difference to the bingo card. We still would have lost, you know what I mean? So there's no difference between a full house or not a full house. Regardless, it doesn't really matter, you know. Ultimately, we still didn't win bingo, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing, shall we?
You're right, I completely forgot I have Will in the back.
Oh, he's at $19. $19, isn't that wonderful? Who cares? Otters. We have otters. This is the other Vancouver Aquarium otter cam. There are otters in its water, trust me when I say that. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but they're here somewhere. They're just at a show here, right over here somewhere. But yeah, the sneaky wee bastards aren't fucking showing themselves. Damn it. But guys, that's not the end. We have marbles, okay? We have some marble stuff to fucking do. We're going to pick some of these 99% impossible challenge courses, whatever. If we win, there they are. There's one over there on the rock. There's one sneaky one over here. There, you little bastard. Get on camera so we can fucking adore you. They've gone to outer space. Outer space, really?
Boo this man!
Good joke, well made. Anyway, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to set up the marble stream so we can have some of these marble courses and see if we can add some more bingo prize fund money. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy some Scottish otters. I will be right back.
Big ups ears, Dad. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. My nigga, I have your IP, I have your name, and I have your address. I have all your fucking personal information. I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done. I'm coming for you. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about anyone
anyone telling me that I need to improve or change. But let me tell you something. When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife, I have a beautiful life with a family, right? Everything here is so much better than what I had before. Why? Because I'm a positive person. That's why. I never would have gotten to where I am today if I just sat there constantly being negative, being angry, being upset, being jealous, crapping on stuff, shitting on stuff, hating, It's such a way, it's not a way to live. But these idiots actually do this and don't know that. I really have to think and have to hope. These people just don't know better.
Alright, good people, we are back, we have returned, and we have our marbles ready and raring to go, so hope you're all ready for this shit here. We're going to pick some random courses. This one here, 99% elimination rate, made by Tostahemo, who has made some notoriously challenging courses back in the day. This course is called Almost Awkward Idea. I'm curious to see how it goes. Let's find out, shall we? Let's give it a wee go, let's give it a wee bash. What's the worst that can happen? So we start off here, we roll down, we down there, and there's fucking a laser light show over there, and there's tons of tubes everywhere and elevators, and there's like a fucking Bon Jovi concert over here with all these fucking lasers going off. Freaking laser beams. Oh, I remember this one, we've actually played this one before, I think. And this is a weird one, this is a very weird one. Yeah, this one can be a bit chaotic for sure. Let's go. Hit time bingo. So let's watch all these marbles go over the goddamn place and we'll see. So they all go up here. Who's oh, so there's a lot of airborne marbles and some didn't make it. Some have fallen to their doom already. So I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. There are marbles in the air. No marbles. I mean, David is on his way. Well, David seems to be doing quite well. We can keep an eye on David, shall we, as they go down, straight down. David was doomed. David just met his demise. So, balls. But chaotic here, we're trying to see who's all going where here. Some marbles are falling to their doom, but some marbles aren't making it. Dashy is one of the ones that are making it far forward so far. But a bunch of them to fall to their doom and demise as well. There we go. So I think the aim is to actually get bounced back up the way here and get bounced down here like Chody Taint just happened. So Chody Taint has had has had a good thing happen to them, but they didn't want to go that way. So I don't think you actually want to go down there. How are you here? How are you there? Please tell me you're going to fall. Rain Lamour! Rain Lamour's going to win! They didn't win. Samba Bar is going to win. They didn't win. Tacozilla and Penitent Sin picked a bingo card. You're the reason why I didn't win bingo. You evil... I'm going to watch you fucking die with my own eyes. Actually, he's alive still. Trying to watch you die. Actually, he might win. Oh, what a horrible bounce! What a horrible bounce! And we're left with one, and then there was one Tacozilla, who is just bouncing on the edge of life, loving things. They're not going anywhere. They're just fucking rolling in the spot here. They're not going to move one fucking bit. They're just fucking going to troll the entire world and say, no, I ain't budging. I guess that's a fail on that course then. We almost had a finish, but not quite. Let's pick a different course, shall we? Taco's going nowhere there. They were just stuck there in the little groove there. Let's see, what else can we play? What courses can we go for? Is there any popular courses that we've not touched yet which might be interesting to have a go with? This one's called Deathly Deadly Destination. We'll give this one a try. Over 50 plays so far on this community map. Let's see what it's like. Don't recognise the name. Don't recognise the creator either. Oh balls! This could be a bit bad. Lionel somehow with a head start. Don't understand how they managed that feat, but they are ahead of everyone else. Although people are catching up. Cadence somehow with a speed boost, and they're speeding everyone. Oh my god! So that thing they all went over to start there is like a gravity thing, which makes them float in the air. But oh, you just made it. Lionel just made it. They're gonna get fried. Oh my god. Lionel with like the most perfect fucking run so far. This is insane. Lionel is just... They've been in first place the entire time. I'm sticking with Lionel. Screw it. I mean, they're doing quite well. As we're getting dizzy going through... Oh my god, how many loops are there? On the other side we have Dashi who's ahead. But I don't want to leave Lionel. That's the thing, Lionel has been doing quite well for us, so I want to keep following Lionel. I want to be loyal to Lionel. But Dashi is actually in first place, pulling 3,000 not far behind him. But I'm sticking with Lionel, I'm being loyal. The finish line is right there, and Lionel's dead, so we can stop following them now. So how do you... Oh, it's the timing. You need to time it perfectly. Sonny and Crossers, are they going to finish? Do they have a speed? Will they make it? Crossers are going to overtake. Look, they dropped. They both dropped before the end. Didn't have a speed. You need to have a certain amount of speed to make it to the end before it runs out. Tom's the last hope. And he falls just short. Oh my. Oh, that's so close. That was a fun map. That was a fun map. Tell you what, I'm tempted to give it another go. I'm tempted to have another bash at that map. That was a fucking cracker. How about we have one more go? We'll have one more go at that particular map since we're so goddamn close. Right, we'll have this be our final course. I know this will be our last try, okay? Well, we'll try and win this one, and if we don't get it, then that's the end of that. Ira and Crash Override are the two that are ahead. Ira has overtaken, somehow managing to get more speed. So Ira here. Remember, you can fail this jump. If you're going too slow, you can fail this bit and fall short. But Ira's going to make it quite comfortable in the end. Land close to the middle, but a bit too towards the side. And that's the difference between success and failure. We're going to follow Barrett Wells now. Very creative animator, Barrett Wells. A lot of marbles are dying behind us as we go through the multiple loops. We'll just keep an eye on our side now. Heather's in there. Heather's not dead yet somehow. That's a fucking surprise for them. Heather's usually fucking first dead. You know, it's like if you ever watch like Star Trek and the person that wears the red jumper dies first, that's usually Heather in these fucking marble maps. But yeah, they're still alive and kicking. But let's fast forward now. Mike Daniels has a chance to win. How's the speed? Were they going fast enough? I don't know if they were. Mike Daniels, can you keep going? Can you keep going? Can you keep going? Oh, just shy. They were so close, but they were just shy. Ian Sorare drops. Dapper Dragon drops. They're all dropping. Just Optimus making the big boom. Anyone else? YGO Ghost. These are the last people alive. Are they going fast enough to make it? I don't know how you do this. I don't know how you manage to get the speed to do this. I really don't. And that is the end of that. We do not have any winners here, so we'll not be adding any bingo prize funds on this day. That will bring an end of that, and that will bring an end. Say that, so I don't know what a ding was, but it's a subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, Paladin OST, cool stuff. Guys, I am going to wrap things up there. Thank you for joining me for some bingo antics and bingo goodness. Sadly, we didn't get a full house today. We'll try again on Sunday though. We'll try again once more on Sunday. I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday as well.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Where did you end up doing? Sale Shooter, thank you very much for is that you becoming a bingo baddie? Yeah, more marbles you're asking for. Nah, marbles is done. I just closed the game. we tried a time, we tried to win, we failed, we came damn close. But guys, it's time for me to live redirect you guys to Broside Phil, who's doing right now. So you guys can have some good, robust fun with Broside Phil. Try and encourage him to raise some marbles. I don't know, he might be able to. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Guys, have a great weekend. I will see you all on Sunday with some more bingo antics. Until I'm going to end how I always end, by putting notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Thank you again for once again keeping me right in the bingo cards, for being here in general. Contributions as well, guys, are also generous, and I'm also grateful for that. But yeah, until Sunday, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.